Hello everyone and welcome to another brand new session of Too Many 20s, show where a lot of people are deciding we can play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm making sure you don't roll too many 20s. And it has been a bit of a long hiatus for us, apologies for that, but for you guys, just going to be a week. So lucky you. You've had to go a week without this. We've had to go, what was it, a couple months?
At least a couple of months.
It's been too long.
What a nightmare! Oh dear, but yes, before we start anything, we have a couple of announcements to make. Where is the... there it is. Wonderful thing that we've been given. This episode is brought to you by the hobby enthusiasts over at Gamestart Edizioni and their wonderful product, Fantasy World Creator. What modular assortment of tiles that combine together in a multitude of different ways to create the fantasy scenario straight from your head to the tabletop. Not just providing modular dungeon pieces, but also monster cards and terrain pieces, all of which are completely writable, without even the slightest ink smudge. I have no qualms about recommending this marvellous product that I myself now use for this session I'm going to use. Just go to GamestartEdizioni.com to get your own copy and enjoy your own affordable and reliable dungeons, perfectly customizable for your campaigns. Link to their website will be included in the description. Yeah, I have to thank these guys. These are our first sponsor. It's a sign that we're moving forward. It's just wonderful. Thank you so much, you guys. You believed in us enough to be our first sponsors. And before we do anything else, we have a slight little notification. Yeah, before we move forward with the show, one last announcement to make. It's a doozy though. All the viewers are going to be very happy with this one. Working out which camera to look at. Yeah, thanks to me. All the cameras.
Too many.
That one, I think.
Just
You
turn
never
into a
show
holder.
too many cameras.
One of them. Oh dear, no, but where's the line? Here we go. Thanks to the fantastically supportive people over at Harpscore, this episode we are giving away to one lucky viewer one of these beautifully crafted dice trays. These are brilliant. They are smoothly sanded and varnished to where they fit so comfortably in your hand. It's not a problem. Not a single rough edge on it. And this one, as you can see, comes with a black felt lining that is ideal for making sure your dice rolls don't cause any unwanted indentations, which is a nightmare for some dice mats. They get some wear and tear.
So I watched the show. Can I?
You don't count. Nepotism isn't allowed.
Get your vote in.
Does that mean friends and family
Sounds like
come
my
in?
dad.
Oh dear, okay. Now all you guys need to do to be in with a chance of winning this dice tray is to simply leave a comment under this video with the word incarcerated. Cut-off point for comments is the Saturday succeeding this episode. We will then pick out one of the commenters at random through the luck of the dice. We're all going to decide that. And contact them through YouTube messaging to find out what address they want their prize sent to. Few rules though, unfortunately. Firstly, only one comment per entrance if we don't want anyone loading their chances with multiple numbers on the dice. If you do comment more than once, I'm afraid you will be disqualified.
And we'll just look at you disapproval.
But no, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone, and let's move forward with the episode. Now, it might be a bit of a catch-up for all the players at this table. You guys hopefully keep up a little bit, well, faster than that. I'll put this down now. It's somebody else's now. Okay. Now, if everybody remembers, the players have just entered into the town of Phandalin. They've wandered about a little bit, not a huge amount, but enough to know a lot of the denizens. Not every single one of them, but enough of them that they've, well, left their mark on. Alistair.
I'm saying nothing.
Well done. Any words are incriminating.
What's fine? What's sorted?
Oh dear.
Who was there, never saw me fire the bolt, or unconscious immediately,
Where are they?
or dead, depending on your perspective.
There we go, okay. And they got into Phandalin, and as they travelled, they found that they had some interesting parties. They found a particular fellow, well dressed in fine garb with a cloak, who was very interested in a tool that one of the party had. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Still blowing it
I'll
out.
have to, I'll have to get the monitor speakers out.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll do that later.
Technical difficulties, of course there are, but we will solve that the case may be. Yeah, if we want to switch
That's
that.
the beauty of editing.
The only time that's happened,
We also have
they've been working fine for about 3
And
years.
then just...
You're fine.
of course. No worries.
That's what happens when you roll a natural one.
Much like his child.
There we go. Yeah, we'll switch that out now. And then
Yeah.
just... Take 2.
We'll cut this bit out.
So you're a dwarf what?
Cloak.
Alright, cool.
Oh no, we can include this. It's not a problem at all. If it takes too
You're
long,
not
we'll
allowed.
definitely
Yeah.
Next on the board.
Well, I mean, yeah, I am.
I mean, that's my day job. That's what I do
Ooh,
to earn money,
yeah.
but I'm actually an
I
actress.
mean, no,
so-
there's no money.
Oh, lucky you, earn money.
And you, I
He's
don't
a
know
healer
yours.
of houses.
We don't
No,
know
no,
him at all.
yeah,
He's
okay,
been introduced.
cool.
Oh, the
He's not been
Mystical
introduced.
bugger.
How did you know my name?
These all right?
Find out now.
If you want to plug in the...
Very smart.
I assume
I feel like you're lying.
I like it. He's 6'6" and smart.
So
Oh dear. Well,
So
In,
smart.
in order of priority.
Next in Love Island Villa.
Again,
6'6" title.
Tim's not going to know what to do.
Can we come back here?
if push
Tim
comes
has
to
eaten
shove, I will
one
speak
of
to
the
the
other
weapons.
islands.
We've got some.
And proving
And not in
his
the way you
chances.
wanted
It's
to
alright,
see
it
on Love
happens.
Island.
I would watch it.
that has happened the only time in 3
Be honest, if it
years.
was like
Cannibal,
cannibals,
cannibalism, yeah.
trapped on an island, I would watch that.
It turns out the Unders
It's not
mistake them for
cannibalism
a
if they're not
KFC.
turtles.
That's true.
That's
Only
just food.
It's true. It's like Predator.
It's just fair game.
Let's try this. Let's see if these work.
Right, let's give it a go now. They're on?
He does kind of feel like Flash.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give that
You have
another
lots of
try. That's better.
Wait until the bass drops before we start having hope.
That's a good point.
I feel it's
Just
Tim
like,
raging.
face off.
Yeah.
We waited, Joe. Okay.
We rolled for
So, where was I? Before the sound so rudely interrupted, they entered Fandolin and they found a cloaked fellow by the name of Orville who was interested in an item that the party had brought with them. Yeah, there you go. That's good. And wished to purchase said item, even though it was said to go to, what was it, Gundren Rockseeker?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It was in the card.
And he wanted that item to represent for his mistress. And, well, the party said no. Did you all not?
But only Alison was being a stickler for what the agreement
You
was.
just want to hand it over.
Yeah, just went.
I want to leave
It's
it.
a little too
I want to
easy.
leave it
It's in the.
We weren't even
like,
there.
we went to. We went to deliver it to the cart, and the
You know
cart's
what?
there.
You guys remember so well. Do you want to
Nope,
rattle off
no.
the recap?
No, you're
No, I'm not saying it like, well, you remember so well.
No.
Rattle it off.
No,
No.
I think,
No.
Tim
That's
and
all I
I
just remember.
both
Just
I
like
think
you.
it was more of
I was
a, we
me
didn't
being.
want to just hand it over. It was
Yeah.
more that we
I don't
we
think
wanted
we
to
were
do
there.
what we were asked
Yeah.
to do, so we wanted to leave it on the cart.
Yeah.
We put it on the cart and said,
Then he threw a sack of gold.
That's why I was losing lost 2 health.
That was it?
That's why we lost
That's
the
it. Okay.
You were like, where'd those 2 hit points go? Yep, that's where.
You got
I
hit
was
on the
looking at
head
it, it's
with,
like, why am I not on 17? Why am I on 15?
Because you
Where are
suddenly
we?
got a lot more money. Dear oh dear. Okay. So, as everybody was going their separate directions, you set fire to a child, you met church, that was interesting. Finding lots of dead disciples in the church. Good old Caboyne found a place of faith where only one was remaining, Sister Garail, who you took the time out to clean the bottom three halves of the place.
She wasn't back to the Holy Grail.
Because she didn't have a set ladder.
You should invest in a ladder.
I love
That's
it.
my objective for
But I
this
hate you.
mission.
Found a ladder. What's that? Cool. Okay. And everything was in the chapel. Everything was alright. And yet there was an odd presence there that you felt. An odd purplish smoke that seemed to emanate from certain altars when people weren't looking. And that seemed to try and encapsulate and possess the skeletons of the disciples that were left in the place. However, well, Garail, her faith was strong and she kept her place there. However, you see that she has aged beyond her days, and she is, let's say, waning with her age. That the cost of the magic without any monetary usage seems to be decaying in front of you. So, youch!
That's not going well.
Indeed. So, and that occurred, and as everybody was doing everything, Orville took the gloves for the mistress, and with a very sufficient honk in the distance, suddenly a giant bag of gold landed on Alistair. I bet you enjoyed that, didn't you?
Oh, I loved it.
Had to roll for the randomness, but Alistair, it's for you.
Also perception that I completely tanked as well. I was completely...
Yeah.
You were just like, whew, what's that?
Oh, it's one of the, it's a bird probably I've never seen before.
One of the many birds.
Yeah.
Famous dench bird.
Boss! Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tweet.
And then you all went to... You all decided to deal with this Orville problem. Was it even a problem? In your eyes, it was. So you went to go speak to the mistress in question, didn't you?
No, didn't we get
We did.
summoned to the mistress?
We
Oh, yes,
tried
that's
right.
really
Yeah,
hard
We
not to
got
meet with her.
summoned
You went
to
to
the
the-
mistress in question.
A rock came through my window.
We completely forgot. Who did you run into?
Oh, the owlbear!
Guy with the
No, not the owlbear.
The guy with the ears?
To an owlbear.
Yes, the
Yeah.
guy with the ears. They ran into a
Okay.
clothed, golden armoured fellow who had a necklace collected of assortments of ears, which he took one off and placed on one of the barrels, staring directly at Alistair before he walked away. Strangely enough, as Alistair and Shula left, they went the opposite direction. Don't blame you.
But we only heard about
But also, when we left the temple, did he leave like a set of ears on the doorstep?
Yeah, there was an ear on the door.
Orville broke one of the
He's going to
windows.
run out soon.
I mean,
Oh, he always gets
he's
more.
called the ear collector. I
We're
don't
walking
think
around,
he's
we're
gonna
walking
run
into
out.
He's going to have to
He's
make
gonna
a really
collect more.
inconvenient trip to reload.
He has to go back to base. Like,
Industry.
more ears.
It's like, just pick them up.
Yes,
God damn
Santa,
it.
Christmas I would like the ears of your elves.
I'm out of ears. What are you doing, boss? Ooh. Dear, dear. Okay. But you went to Madame Thornton after summoned by her.
Yeah, I'm rocking from through the...
Yes, by Orville, a rock was thrown through the chapel.
Something to fix that window, I can't reach it.
Yes, and Orville, an odd purplish man, seemed to have an aversion to entering into the chapel, go figure. As you went into Madame Thornton's domicile, you found that things were odd there. She seemed to have a purple censer that just illuminated the place with a purplish smoke, and even the torches were lit with purple flames, oddly enough. And as she entered into the room, she offered you a job to kill the leader of the local gang that had taken over the Red Brand Ruffians, to kill their leader, Glassstaff. And she offered you, I believe it was 500 gold each to do it? Yes, she did. Well remembered, Tim.
Tim didn't get his gold
I was
because he
gonna say,
traded
not-
it for
not
the
really.
gold.
Although most of you did spend your credit to get items from Madame Thornton. Except,
Yes, you did.
except for Caboyne, because he was a shrewd businessman and went, I'm not spending a dime. Very
Also
screwed
terrified
on
of
you.
anything you may offer him. So, unless I don't want to get lose any money from what I don't want anything to do with you.
I'm just getting back to the point where I still don't have a right eyebrow from that arrow. So I'm like, I need these gloves.
Yeah.
And also,
Oh, well, that's-
Shula very kindly went with Tim
Yes.
to the
He went to
armourers
see
to
the
Oh,
meat-
yes,
the
of
meat
course.
and the gnome.
help him count out the gold.
So much happened.
So Tim
Helped him,
has a
helped
shield
him
on
count
order.
so he could pay to order a shield of, I believe it was your grandfather's former
It was
shell.
my grandfather's former shell.
Grandfather's
that
former
he's been
shell,
lugging
which
around
was going to
with
be fashioned into a
shield.
new shield by Lenine Greywind, I believe her name was.
Yes.
Yep. The kind of diminutive gnome
It
who
was
was in
told us
charge
that she
of
killed over
the arms supplies.
But most importantly of all, we got Gredos and bacon. So we did a good thing out of all of this. We did a good thing.
We've got some breakfast.
So as the session left last time, you guys left Thornton's domicile with a job to do. Well, if you want to do it.
Oh, cool. I ran to the chapel as fast as I could. I didn't.
At the end, did you?
No, first visit. My
Oh.
first visit, I was getting
Oh,
out of
that's-
there. Yeah.
Okay, so So,
We've met the owner of the child that was scorched.
yeah, it's true. You did go
Give
to
him
the York.
information about a secret back door.
Banal familiar.
Okay, so as you guys leave Haley Thornton's commode, let's say, there's a sense of.
That makes it sound homely.
It's almost like some warmth washes back over you as seemingly there was a cold presence inside the place. As you exit and you hear a bit more of the hustle and bustle as you realise it's about getting to about dusk time, and you hear rowdiness coming from the Sleeping Giant, the inn that you realise the Red Brand seemingly have taken over. And, well, it's up to you guys. What would you like to do now?
How close to dusk is it?
I'd say you got about half an hour before it gets dark.
Okay. I'm a little bit sleepy, guys. It's been quite a long day of shopping and numbers.
I think it might be
But we-
useful to
yeah.
get a night's rest before we face whatever.
Yeah, I think so. Will your sister let us stay in her house?
Oh, well, she'll let us in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I
That's
do think I
nice.
need a rest. I think I still have a bit of a concussion.
Where's your
That might be
eyebrow gone?
wise.
It's always been gone.
Oh. I'm sorry,
It's
was
been
that
gone
I
for-
should
it's
I
been
probably
gone for
you
a
shouldn't
while.
make personal remarks.
As you guys are conversing outside of Haley's, you hear raucously coming from the Sleeping Giant, a couple of the Red Brand seemingly stumble outside, one of them to throw up, and the other one just going, there, looks over to you guys and just goes, "Hey, puppy dogs, what are you doing up in this kennel? What are you doing? Gonna bark at some more?"
I'm not a dog.
You're a dog to me!
Okay, well maybe you need to. I don't know.
They appear very blotto at the moment.
I don't know what that means.
Drunk.
No, Tim doesn't know.
What is drunk?
Alcohol is a new phenomenon Tim's yet to discover. And when he does, it will be glorious.
Dogs are smaller.
dangerous.
You a dog to us? You're gonna box some more? Yip, 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 yip. Come on! Ah!
Sir, I think you're embarrassing yourself. But okay.
He just looks at his friend who's still throwing up, like, "Am I embarrassing myself? What do you think? What do you think?" "Oh, I don't care, mate. I'm busy right now." "You're right. It's
See,
pathetic lot of them.
that's more what a dog sounds like.
You're pathetic, silly little leather face.
Oi, now, you watch it. You don't want to make him angry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't ask the door stop.
Oh, did you not?
Tim, he
No,
was-
I forgot the door stop actually talked.
Oi.
He looks like the booze has gone to him and has made him very overly confident. Poor old doorstop got some height loss.
Tim stumps over to him and looks down at him.
He looks surprisingly confident. I mean, he's only about like maybe a foot and a half shorter than you, and he's just like, "Go and kiss me there, chiplets."
Eat him.
Would you like a kiss?
Nah, you're not my type.
What is your type?
My type is women. Go figure.
I walk.
Well,
I
maybe
walk-
turn around
What woman would
and
have
go
you?
find one.
You know what? That's a fantastic point. Grabs his friend by the scruff and just goes, "Go on, let's go." And just reaches into his pocket, hurls you a coin. "Here, go buy you somebody who will kiss you."
It just bounces off my head.
Aw.
Being close to the ground, I pick it up.
It didn't even land on the ground, you just went, "Ooh." You have 1 silver.
I hold it out to Tim.
Like, how many is that?
Oi, well, I think it's only one.
Is that a lot?
It could be.
Okay,
Depends who you give it to.
thanks. Do
Might be
you want it for
useful
your
to
beard?
keep the
I suppose I've got some room left.
As you see them head inside and the door swings open, you hear that, "Whoa!" And then it just closes and you hear, "Whoa."
I thought they were supposed to be an army. Don't sound like it.
No,
You
just
should be
idiots.
careful around them though. Just in case. That ear collector could be anywhere.
And if you come back here this morning, they're not going to put up much of a fight.
Everywhere?
She said anywhere.
Okay.
That means like it could be behind you right
Just
now.
to make you happy.
Or Or up there, or maybe hiding in the dark over there.
I think he knows what over there.
Maybe he's in my shell.
You just suddenly go,
No, he's not.
Oh, that's good.
There's a
Maybe we
popping
should
sound.
Maybe we should get back to the temple.
Even when mentioning things that are quite terrifying, you're quite charming.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mordekainen.
wait, he knows his name?
Did you not
Did
tell
she
us that?
mention
Yeah,
that?
so you
Oh,
told
did
us
you?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned. Good.
It was-
not
it
me,
was revealed by the
your,
messages.
it was the shop. The shop.
Oh, yes, it was. You were rumbled.
Yeah. Yeah, that took Alice for a loop.
I bet it did.
I'm just
Don't make me look.
standing by the door, sort of slowly, silently feeling my beard rising and falling.
Just suddenly, it's like a piston, just like.
Like a small badge.
All the
attached
coins,
to his
like
chest.
the sort of china
Jiggly,
coins,
jiggly,
they jitter around
Just
in the middle.
rattling. Oh dear. Well, so you guys want to return to the temple, do you not?
Sure, come on, guys. We don't need to get in a fight.
Oh, I don't know.
We don't know what we're going to face tomorrow.
Oh, well, that might be a fight.
Okay, so who's at the front, leading towards the temple?
Tim doesn't know how to get back to the temple.
What's a temple?
So
It's on your head, isn't it?
I guess I'm just going to follow Gawain.
I'm currently seething at this door.
You're just like,
I'm not intending to leave.
You're just staring at the
Point
door.
on the shoulder, I'm like, come on, boys, let's just go back.
It's all fine,
Yeah.
fine.
Roll me a persuasion.
No.
How well do you calm down?
That's an 18.
It's an 18.
That's pretty. Well, I don't know. Shooter was pretty convincing. What do you think, Caboyne?
Alright, fine. We can come back tomorrow and they're all hung over and holding their heads in their knees.
That sounds like a better plan.
As soon as Caboyne turns around, suddenly the door just goes open a wink, and you just hear "Ha! Browbeaten!" clunk.
Can I cast the light spell on the door?
It's already quite bright, but
I know
sure.
I want it to be really bright when they walk out at night and they're all really hungover.
Sure, it won't last that long, but sure.
No, I know.
Cast
Just
it on
out
his
of spite.
eyelids, like, so you'll always just have light.
As much as you can do it on inanimate. Yeah, it lasts for an hour. We've got half an hour till dusk.
True.
What
makes you think they're going to be done during
No,
dinner?
I know. I'm going to cast light on the door, just
Yeah.
around where I think that eye
Fair
level
enough.
is.
You waft your hand, and then suddenly a huge beam of light flows from the doorknob of the actual door itself. And as you just turn to walk away, you just suddenly ah! You just chuckle yourself.
Wait.
Okay, so Caboyne is leading.
I am.
Roll me a perception, Caboyne.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Nice.
I was going to say I'm keeping an eye behind us, but that doesn't matter.
He's just like
I've got an eye every direction.
he's got owl head.
The heads of my coins are looking around. Just in
Okay, as you are wandering through Phandalin, you find that the place is all very empty now. There's practically no hustle, no bustle, no commerce, nothing happening, nobody's selling. It's just that silence, and it's a sullen silence. Just kind of like where you see the occasional like lit lamp kind of just illuminates the streets where detritus and trash have been thrown into the place and just kind of filled the gutters. And as you're looking around, you see the occasional person just sleeping in the street. They've got nowhere to go, but you can't do much for them at the moment.
This town's a state.
And as you get to the temple, you see that in that huge, overarching, practically cathedral, you see leaning at the door the glint of a golden armored fellow.
You're coming in for the night?
You're talking to him. Okay.
I've got no reason not to. I don't know who he is.
As you get closer, you see he is. Well, he pulls back his hood, and you see a bald face that turns to look at you, and you see a scar running down the left side, and you see that there is a necklace with a huge collection of ears on it, and he just leans down to you, and you realize this guy's about 6 feet, 6.5 feet tall. Leans down to you, golden armor creaking slightly, and just goes, "I want to look for your friends, little man."
My friends. You're a long way out, I'm afraid.
Golden friends if you do, golden friends if you don't, I don't care. I want to know where they are.
Well, my brothers
I'm
are a
guessing
long
you guys
way
aren't
from
near at the moment.
I'm walking up, but I'm walking up.
I don't know how
behind
close in it we're walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fairly close behind Caboyne, I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
very close
gonna-
behind.
I'd say I don't be.
I was
Roll
probably-
perception.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
don't
probably
know-
like second from the back.
Yeah, I don't know who this dude is.
Oh god.
You did not notice as you wandered over, and then
Wait, hold on,
basically-
wait.
Basically, as soon as Caboyne,
7.
as soon as Caboyne went,
Yay!
you're sleeping for the night. You went, who's he? Oh, God.
So I'm gonna come up behind Caboyne and say, I'm his friend.
And you are a very tall friend, not the friend I am looking for. As he just kind of seems to kind of just move his head past the enormous imposing bulk that is Tim
I lean
to
with
try
him.
and spot anyone behind him. Roll stealth.
I lean
Oh
with him.
god.
Roll stealth, Shula.
Oh,
Oh no.
shite.
No. 6.
panic,
I can't
run
do
into
so-
each other.
11.
You just go, "Ah!" and just bang into each other and just like,
Ah.
hello, Alistair.
Don't say anything, just very nervous, intimidated.
I want to talk to you.
You know each other.
Why?
I know of him very well.
You know more than I do. I'm afraid
Can
I can't
I
help you.
roll insight to see if I think he's feeling threatened /
Sure. See if you
Don't
read the
need
situation.
I think you need to run.
Tim does. That is a 14.
You think you should go with the nice man.
Oh, wait.
I think it's
His eyes just glaring.
Oh, no.
You realise there are
It's
green
an
and
18,
blue,
my bad.
respectively. Oh, 18?
Yes, not bad.
You can tell something's not right here.
Okay, I'm just gonna loosen my axe in case something goes bad here. I'm not gonna do anything, but I'm looking after my little buddy.
Are you going to come with me, Alistair? We have much to discuss.
I'd like at this point to knock on the door of the chapel.
Do you want to go?
As you just creep past and just...
No, I'm going to creep up. I'm going to walk up to the door and just knock on the door.
No.
So you're just sidling past him.
I'm going to go behind him. But just,
I have to.
Why?
Do you
I
really
did,
have
I
to?
did something wrong. You know I did.
well, if you want to come into the confessional, we're open.
As the door creaks open, and then you see Sister Greta just... Oh, you are... Never mind. And you just see her vanish from the door. She leaves the door open, but she's not... She wants no part of this.
That's all I need to know.
Do you want someone to come with you, Alistair?
The conversation would be better had in private. Go away now, big turtle person.
No, thank you.
Just looks at all of the people standing there.
We're all friends here. You
I'm
can
now
say
in the
whatever
doorway
you
of the
want to.
chapel.
Understood. Keep your friends close, Alistair. I will be watching. As you see him just walk past with a clink, clink, clink of heavy gold armour just chinking down on the floor with every step as he just walks away, and you hear that thing clink, 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 fading away into the streets.
You didn't seem too nice.
Yeah.
Get inside.
I'll get a fire going.
I go inside, head just down.
As you head inside, you see that the place has a bit more of a inviting air to it now. Like somebody's actually taken the time out to light a couple like braziers, so the actual place is lit, and then it's actually a little warm in the place.
I just want
Actually
to stand
seems like
outside
somebody
and
took the time
watch
out.
the collector walk away, see if I can
Oh,
see
he's
what
gone
direction
now.
he goes.
He just kind of walks, kind of off towards the left, kind of the way that you guys came from.
Is it back into town?
Yes.
Okay, cool. In that case, I go inside. Oh, hey, it looks cleaner in here.
Why, thank you.
Did you do this?
Well, I've been trying.
Oh,
I
yeah,
look
it's
at
nice.
I think with that bit though.
There's a bit of a hole in the window. It's looking dirty.
That's all his fault though.
I'm afraid I do not know mending. I know. As Sister Rael is just stood at the pew, just ready.
I could help.
appreciate it.
Where do you need me?
She points to the big hole in the window.
The hole that Tim learned to have a look through and intentionally made somewhat wider.
Okay. I go there, just sort of in myself, just doing.
As you just splay your hands, and there's almost a sweep of magic. Just suddenly you see all the glass kind of reverse break as you and just grow pieces in until it is all formed into a complete window.
I'd like to observe
Wow.
how doing this.
That's
see
very-
what
that's
emotion
very
I'm getting
impressive.
from him. Whether it's sorrow,
Roll me an insight.
fear, or guilt, or whatever.
All the above.
16.
What are you feeling, Alistair? You're an open book to him.
Regret, sadness, bit of anger, embarrassment.
I wait until you spot where I'm standing. Like I walk off to the confessional.
and a
room.
lot of regret.
I wait till I see. I walk over to the confessional and sit down, and pull the door closed, and just wait.
I go on Carlstone and say, we need to tell him.
I was that. So, kind of forced to do it is more not how I wanted to do it, but yes.
He needs to be told.
I'm
He needs to
going
be
to yeah.
I'll be
Just
here
kind
when
of
you were finished.
just mumbling and then just trips over himself and walks towards the confessional with a little bit of gas.
As you
Feeling a little gassy.
As you walk over to the confessional, Sister Grail spots you. Sister Grail spots you head over and just enters into the cubicle next to it.
Are you already in there?
I'm already in there.
Oh, it's occupied. Never mind.
Here, this is not the time.
Never mind. Never mind. Just walks off like she just walked in on the dwarf and just like never mind.
I don't roll that way.
As you
We're not
head
that
into
close.
the other confessional and
enough.
just pull aside the greenish curtains.
You'll have to excuse the moss. I didn't quite get around to the seats in here.
It's fine.
I pulled down the hatch in the middle. It's sort of like holes so I can hear you. I can't see you. I'm leaning back.
You pull in. There's a slight catch as it's not been used for a long time, and there's like. You finally get it open, and there's the greeting that shows Alistair on the other side.
Whenever you're ready, take your time.
So do you remember when my money got stolen from that kid?
Alright?
I've been told about this before, but I haven't really thought about how bad it is. My family isn't identified as very impulsive, let's say, and I haven't been doing arcane practice in the field, let's say, for very long. And on instinct, on impulse, or whatever it was, I tried to do a warning shot for that child to make him stop from taking anything that. And as he was fleeing,
It's alright.
like I didn't want to do this. I didn't mean to do this. I would never intentionally do something like this. But as I fired the shot to miss him, someone threw some rubbish out of the window. He jumped to the right, and as I shot to the right, it hit him in the back. And oh god, I still smell it. Judah was there. She's helped keep this a secret until I was ready to talk about it.
You've done well.
And as a consequence for that, I believe the ear collector wants to. I don't know what he wants to do with me,
I see.
but I didn't want to cause any trouble for you lot, which is why I was willing to go with him. And none of you know me. You know nothing about me, and yet you still stood up for me, which I haven't had much of for a long time. I don't know what to say. Thank you for standing up for me, and
You've done us well. We can't abandon you. You go from here to tomorrow's blessing. Whatever happens, we'll be watching you. Our fortunes will be on your side.
Thank you. And I apologise for any issues this is probably going to bring up in the future.
I will get through it. You always do.
I get up and quickly rush out.
Out the shower.
Out of the confessional.
Out of the confessional, okay. Yeah. As you rush out, just same warmth in the place. It's full, and you see Sister Gorel just seemingly just sat in the seat, just seemingly lost in her own thoughts. As you see Tim seemingly trying to make himself comfortable, just kind of shuffling to the sides.
I'm actually eating the remaining ear from when the ear collector left them behind before.
Oh, your ear jerky.
You're just like you're just with your beak just kind of
Yeah.
I close the hatch. I kneel in the confession, offering up a small prayer, blessing prayers to take my time with that.
Okay, roll me a religion.
15.
You have an advantage.
Well,
And so do you.
on any
No, I didn't like inspiration, sorry. What
Oh,
did I say?
right, okay.
Yeah, you both get an inspiration if you don't already have one.
Okay.
Don't know why I said advantage when we're talking about.
I
Wrong word entirely. D&D things. Be dumb.
I don't know this spell. I cast advantage.
As you feel that your next wisdom roll will have advantage.
I start just doing mending on.
Sorry.
I just start doing mending on other places randomly, just to feel busy and distract myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Shula, what are you doing at the moment?
I know Boyd's mentioned about the pews and stuff, and I've got all the power stools, so I start getting myself busy in that.
Okay, you start shaping out the pew into a more typical positioning of it, because it seems to be kind of sloughed a little bit from like decay and kind of disuse. A little bit of mold has got to it. You're cutting off the pieces that have mold and just shaping everything back into a form. Any particular shape you prefer?
I don't really know. Just like make it normal, but like I'm kind of like carving like bits like his coins I've seen in his beard into it as well.
Nice.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand.
19.
dice. You cut it so fashionably as Caboyne steps out, he goes, "Why are there two of me?"
Why? See. Oh.
Is there any food in this temple?
You'll have to ask Master Sister Grail.
Sister Grail, is there any food in this temple?
She hasn't noticed that you've said anything. She just seems to be lost in prayer.
I go looking for food.
Roll me a survival.
22.
You sniff out some food in the back, and then you just wander over, kind of like cartoon style, just following the scent.
Flying.
And you find that there is a table with some modest scraps on it. Do you want to eat?
I eat them.
You eat them, and then in your head you realise that was Sister Gorel's meal.
Try and regurgitate it.
You're actually going to do that?
No.
I was going to say, you've got a plate.
I leave her the half of the ear that I didn't
About the
eat,
bar
plus some, plus one of my rations.
Right, okay.
I think you've given him more than you took.
I don't think.
I think it's a
Mr.
negative
Graham
for
would
the year.
appreciate it,
Trust me, this has just provided something that will really sway things.
Okay.
Well
as
done
I,
there,
as,
Tim.
as I walk out back to Sister Girl, she's still sat there.
Okay. As
Yeah,
she seems to wake up out of her stupor in prayer and just still furrowed brow, she just wanders away towards her back
if I
room.
see her,
Roll perception.
11. Passive is 15.
Okay, 15. Yeah. So you hear faintly from behind the door, because it is a closed door. You hear, "Oh no!"
Oh. No. Very,
You hear
very
Harry shuffling
gently.
and just. Yes.
Oh, hey, sorry, I think I might have eaten your lunch. I was hungry, but I tried to leave you some other food instead.
Oh, that is greatly appreciated.
You okay?
I am fine. I just there are things that I need to do, and I'm not sure if I should do them.
Oh. Okay. I leave.
As she closes the door and you four are just left in the chapel. Would you like to rest?
Yes.
Okay.
I curl up into my shell.
You just kind of just go
Completely blocking the
squat
door.
yourself
She's sitting
down.
behind.
Yeah, actually, I go to sleep against the door of the temple in case anyone tries to get in.
I'm so
Okay.
glad I didn't run out now.
Just prop your shell up on the door.
Okay.
Yeah, like a big doorstop.
Okay, and as you guys just squat yourselves down to rest, there is an odd calmness to the chapel that hasn't been there last time you were there, as though somebody has taken the time to consecrate again. And you feel secure enough to fall asleep as you all just drift away.
I'll say that just a little bit longer than everyone else, just keep an eye, just to be more paranoid of the guy that it is.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Tim
Okay.
snoring coming out of the shell.
That's much better. Yeah. They're not like probably maybe up to an hour. Nothing majorly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not like
Roll me a perception, please. Can you see in the dark?
no.
There he comes.
Disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, well, that's both bad, but that's a 3, 7.
Don't worry about it. The braziers just burn out.
I should
A
never
7,
roll these
wasn't
dice. Yeah, I should never roll that dice.
That's a rock.
Yeah,
It's not
you
rock, that's
hear
the rock.
nothing. You see nothing. Just braziers have just ebbed and burned away. It's now dark in the chapel as you drift away to sleep in a panicked state, but feeling slightly better of what you've just confessed. Feeling a bit more secure in yourself. As you guys awake, it's that you hear that faint from the rooster in the morning, and you just see the peaks of sunlight just going through the stained glass, kind of making quite a pretty picture as it beams through, kind of giving kind of purples and blues and greens and reds, kind of painting the ceiling. And you realise why those windows were placed there in the first place. Somebody had a real eye for the design.
So beautiful. Wish we could stay here all day.
Well, you could.
Roll your perception, Alistair.
We could,
God.
but I don't think I want to feel the wrath of
No disadvantage, it's light now.
Oh, that's much better.
Oh, hey, Gaboin, you're purple.
Miss Thornton.
20.
Oh, I see.
As you gather your stuff and wake up, you look around, your staff is gone.
You just can't get the stuff.
Is Perry still around?
Is that
Ow.
It's familiar.
Oh, yes, that's right. He would have... Last time you sent him up into the sky, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's like you brought a body back and it's just around. I didn't say where he was, so I don't know.
Probably in the broken window.
He's just kind of hanging around the seat, hanging around the roof, and then as you go, hey, he's like, just from the ceiling. There's a little hole.
Do I pick up an invitation? Or am I
Roll
am I
me an
distracted
insight.
by the light in the window?
Roll me an insight.
11.
The lights are far too pretty.
I'm kneeling in morning prayer.
You're just like, oh, this is a sign from God. It's all signs from God.
Is it a telepathic connection with the
Mm-hmm.
creature? Yeah. Can I just I like just. Where's
Everywhere's stuff. You realise that by not talking to him, he's kind of gone natural owl and just kind of hunted for some mice. Found a fair few mice, bless him.
Well done.
He's had a fruitful night.
That's what I was running over my beard in the morning.
Tim.
Oh, hey. Good morning, Mr. Mordecai.
Did you see anyone into the building?
I mean, I assume I didn't, but did I?
No.
No.
You were out like a rock.
No. I mean,
Right.
last night, yes, but that was us.
Don't ever change, Tim. You're too good for this world.
Too winsome.
Why? Were you expecting somebody? Did the
No.
gold man come back with his ears?
Not at all. My staff's gone.
Oh,
You know the
that's...
really pretty one, the gem, is it?
Yeah, the stick. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, did you...
It's gone.
As you
my
hear just the
mom
tap of Sister Garel at the pew. Good morning, my Sappers. Somebody has been very kind and allowed us to have some food. As she gestures just behind her, and there is a table that is strewn with a fair bit of actually roast chicken. Surprisingly enough. Somebody has been kind enough to donate.
Can I go and check the main door to see if they're still bolted?
Okay, go ahead. It is bolted. Roll me an investigation.
I'm not sure who's freaking out, Alistair or Joe.
13.
It's a very fine
It
line
is
now.
still bolted.
Tim goes over and just begins to eat some of the fried chicken, while still talking to Alistair.
So I'd like to examine the...
Where did you
Roll me an investigation.
last see it? My mom used to. My mom used to say you should retrace your steps.
It was next to me when I went to sleep, and
Should we start there?
I woke up there.
Sister,
Yeah, it's
did you
not there.
let anybody in at the night?
And let no one into this chapel. While I am here, no one can enter.
That's good chicken.
Not without my admittance.
Okay, so someone must still be here because someone's taken my staff, and I can't use magic now.
But the door is still bolted.
She places a hand on your shoulder. My child, relax. I took your staff.
Why?
I was threatened.
By who?
The air collector, he got in here at some point. He asked me at some point
Okay, I
while
go
you were,
and rattle the door.
he asked me at some point while you were gone to get that for him. I thought it was an empty threat, but somehow he got in. He left an ear at my table.
Did he say what he needed it for?
Unreadable.
He just said that it was important for his task. He had a goal, and he wanted the stuff. Oh, but he did say that there was a note to give you. I'm not sure where I placed it. Oh dear. Let me find it. Bam!
So where did you put the staff?
I gave it to him. It is what he wanted, and he was very pleasant. He actually donated this lovely food. But here we go. Here's the
I believe that's called stealing.
Instantly shoves it in his pocket.
I'm guessing nobody wants to even try and notice that.
I'm assuming we'd see how. The re-ledged above my head. I can't see it.
What's happening up there? I see
You
clouds.
put it in your pocket yet?
Yeah, I've put
Sister,
This is
Seems
the
you know what
pocket.
this man is.
The air collector, yes. He is dangerous.
You would make him more powerful.
Powerful? He is not a magic user.
Then why does he want the
Someone
staff?
wanted it.
He said he wanted it, and he said that he would burn down the chapel if he did not.
I let him try.
That was my thinking as well, but he was able to get in. He left an ear on my table. How did he do that?
I don't know. That's
Well, then maybe he is
deeply
magic.
troubling. Oh, I'm go and look at the room in her table. Look for any opening, any broken window.
Oh, perception.
7.
You see no broken windows, but you do see big tortoise-shaped footprints.
Can I go with him?
Sure.
Okay. What do I see?
Oh, perception.
Me looking at the floor.
Natural 20.
You see
Or
those same
25.
footprints.
Is the air still there?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
You're like, damn, I wanted that.
Yeah, I was gonna read the empty.
You didn't see anybody come in here, did you?
No. I mean, I came in last night.
No one followed you.
I don't think so. Sister Grail came in. I know you like her, but she stole his staff. That's not nice.
For her, someone to get in between you leaving and her entering. Doesn't seem possible.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know how this could have happened. This can't be a good sign.
I need to go talk to him.
You're not going on your own.
He never said he was.
I might have to. I don't know what.
Okay, he said he was.
You're not in the same room!
To whoever's still around, he's more projecting now. I think this has something to do with my family that I left.
Well, if it does, we can deal with that.
Why did you leave them?
Because I didn't want to be someone, well, like them. I wanted to be what our family used to be.
What did it used to be?
Well, our family stems from a great wizard. We don't know his first name, all we know is his family name, Mordekainen. And ever since he left or whatever happened to him, our family's been just living off that name, not helping anyone, not helping the world, just existing for ourselves. And I don't want to live like that anymore. I wanted to learn about the world, but as much as I was learning about it and reading about it, I wasn't living it. But I didn't want to just go out like my sister and become a soldier and use arcane just a cock in the world.
What's wrong with that?
Come over and I'll gently put a very, very gently put a claw on the shoulder. You see, hey, look, it's hard to go back to what a family used to be. I know you can't always go back. You gotta find your new family.
It's not the fact that I wanted to go what we used to be. It's what I think what we used to be was something what I feel to be more honourable and more giving. We used to help people. We used to go out of our way and help people. Now, for as long as I've been told, only my uncle. I haven't seen him for a long time. He taught me how to use my magic. My father only wanted me to learn the basics. I only learn what I needed to get by and keep the name alive.
Well, I think that's noble of you to want to help people and to be better. And I think you can do it. I believe.
You've chosen your path. We can help you on that way. But you need to let us help you.
Because I'm not very good at asking for help.
You don't need to ask.
You know, arrogance is a sin. If you do it by yourself, we can't forgive you for that. Let us come with you on the other hand.
If you do it by yourself, you go blind.
Can't even see in the dark, and you should listen to him.
I just got that.
It's what my grandpa used to say before he died.
Never change.
Sister Grail just sidles up, close to you, very apologetic. I'm sorry for what I have done to you, but there is still a chance. He said to meet him at the Sleeping Giant, I believe.
Okay.
Wait. As she places her hand on your shoulder, you feel a surge of energy, and Bless has been cast on you.
Jesus, I'm getting buffed.
I was considering that anyway. So yeah, the buffs are coming.
Yeah, Bless has been placed on you. What's Blessness?
Plus 1
It's not the
d4 to
saving
attack and
rules,
save.
chat.
Plus 1d4 2. Is it a single attack?
No, for concentration.
Oh no, but no, I'm saying like.
It's to everything you roll.
It's everything.
Oh, for it's only for a minute.
Maybe made to.
It's only for a minute.
We better hurry.
Yeah, you better hurry along. Oh no, this is the beat.
Well, I don't know what she's done, but it feels warm and nice.
Gross.
You guys are horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Well, do we need to go
We will
meet
come
your
with
man?
Maybe, just.
In the state they're in last night, the quicker we get there, the better chance we'll have.
Just what's left.
Sister,
Yes.
I believe you have some confession to do.
I have stolen his stuff. It was a terrible thing to do, I know.
You.
Don't act as though you are holier than thou. I know how to confess.
Tim just leans down very close.
Do you think your father?
I just lean down very close to it. It's like,
Yeah.
don't do
Yeah.
that again.
You
Roll
never
an intimidation.
want me to do anything about this. And what I did when I left.
11.
You
my-
had your reasons.
She
Yeah,
just
but what
kind
I
of has a look
did
at you like,
as I left,
pats you on the cheek.
I wanted
Smiles
to make
too,
sure
just
I
like,
could achieve my goal. So
I know you will not harm me. Same time will not harm you. It is the
a
peace of this
substantial part of our
sure
living.
you believe what you like.
But she hasn't more time, so you were more than entitled to.
And now
Yeah.
on her side.
But that paid with just the staff. It's. My father, he's, you know, of my sister.
Mhm.
Since that happened, he became very distant, became very cold, and essentially, he pretty much stopped being my father. Just held with the name.
He's genuinely your father.
He just.
This got deep.
Would you like
Forget
me
about
to-
it's not.
The intensity.
Forget
Can
about.
I?
Yeah,
Can I? Do you want me to get rid of it for you?
no.
Do I see them passing the night?
Perception.
10.
No.
My roles are.
Draw.
It's literally not. We're not being subtle about it.
No.
It's just here.
Roll with advantage then.
I've
I was
got
gonna say,
I've
it
got-
passed-
okay,
it
massive,
passed
massive,
so quickly.
definitely.
What's your passive?
15.
Oh, yeah,
You
you
didn't
spot
let me
that.
see it up
You're
to
just
the
like,
range hand it.
wait, what were you doing? Wait, I know what you were doing.
Well, what's that you got there?
It's the note that he left me. You are no longer Wonderkinen.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound that bad. You know, you said they weren't very nice. Maybe
No,
you can just be,
it's still
you
my.
can just be Alistair.
It's still my family. I have my siblings. I have my mother. My father grew was the one who grew distant. My mother grew closer to us.
Well,
And
just
my
because-
uncle, he essentially is my role model.
Well, he hasn't actually done anything you're still part of your family. He can't make you not part of your family.
Depends how hard he tries.
Well, there's more to life than family.
And if the ear collector's
Lose
asked
more.
him, who know how long that'll be.
If your family name is well known, you'll likely know where they are. Any way you can contact them?
I haven't contacted them. I know where to send letters, but I haven't.
What about your pet over there?
Can't go in that sort of range. Right, let's stop reminiscing on the past. Let's get one thing done at a time. Let's figure out what he wants.
Sure, do we need to go see him?
I need to go see him. How about you all hang back just for backup?
Okay.
I'll give you a 3-second head start. I walk over and unlock the door.
Is that
1.
Can you reach?
I can reach.
it's a bit of a
Does Sula say that?
They moved it down for me.
No, it's good.
Got him a box.
It's now only here.
Just check
so
in.
you're heading over?
Yep.
Okay, as you're walking through, there's a lot more action now. There's a lot more people roving about, putting their wares out to prepare to sell. Again, doesn't look like anything particularly appetizing, but hey, food's food. As you go there, you find it's a lot more quiet there. And as you...
Do I sense the staff at all? Would I know it's magic at all?
No.
Okay, alright.
Well, roll me an Arcana.
Yeah, why not?
Assuming you're all heading out as well.
Oh,
Follow
probably
you out and
not.
close the door.
15.
You sense a faint magical ebb, but it doesn't seem to be from the staff. You sense it coming from Helia Thornton's domicile, and as you look over, you see a very heavily cloaked figure just leant against the wall with this face.
Do I spot him?
You all do.
Cool.
As he just gives you a thumbs up, and then just nods towards the sleeping giant.
I give him a claw up.
He's just lent there. As you realise, it does. As you see that the rest of his clothes are quite significantly burnt.
I didn't do that. As far as I know.
But Helio set orbit on fire.
Okay, let's go. That's one thing at a time.
As you walk past, he just nods to each one of you.
I speed up slightly as he
I've
nods
not-
at me.
I've
I'm
not
like,
that.
There is no expression, just
just the
just the
You
nod.
just wanted to pick it up again.
I just say good morning as I go past.
Roll perception.
9.
Says nothing.
I think we're
Well,
going.
just
to
rolling
roll
very
secrets
well
to the
today.
universe and you just didn't hear it.
42.
Yeah, you can't roll that high without using 3 dice. So. couldn't get them.
Okay. So as you get to the sleeping giant, things seem a lot calmer now. There's not so much the raucous sounds as you just see the opening of an inn. Oh, stuff's been knocked over.
Yeah.
As you see several red brands leant over tables and just seemingly just have their hands in their heads in their hands like. As you see the ear collector just sat in the middle table, in the middle of the room, his legs up on the table. Alistair, so nice of you to come.
I had much choice.
Of course not. If you had the choice, you'd have said no. As he drops his feet back on the floor, positions him on a seat and gestures to the seat opposite the table. Can you pass me your piece of paper? As you also got your head in your hands, sat at a table.
I tried to open the door, but it was really bright.
Not good for your head.
Where is the door? which is the door?
It's the drawn black.
Cool. I want to just take up a position next to the door.
Okay.
I'm not going to walk any
Okay,
further
do you
in.
want to pass me your piece?
Well,
That's
Damn, he's
terrifying.
He's huge! It's just like you go boom,
I made in proportion.
and you just lean against the wall and you feel it's like. So what do you do?
Is it just a table? Is there a chair to the opposite, or is it
There
one
is a
that-
chair on
Is
the
there one
opposite side of the table.
slightly adjacent, like next to it?
No, only the one.
This is not my first rodeo.
As he gestures
Just
again,
sit
and just
down. Yeah.
big golden gauntlet gesturing to the table, and you just hear as he closes his fist.
Yep.
Now, I understand. I have something you want. Now, I have jobs that I want to do. I am what you say, bounty hunter. And you are a bounty with a lot of money on you. So what you want? What is it you want? Tell me. I want to hear these words.
This still happening from the doorway.
Oh yeah, you're seeing all this up from the doorway as he's just sat down. You can't make out a lot of it, but you just see him just steeping his fingers like. Tell me,
Sure,
I
like,
want
where's
to
it going?
hear this.
Last time someone said that to me, we got into a disagreement.
I want prison.
You want what, sorry?
I want my prison.
You want prison? Oh. Perfect! This is exactly what I want to do!
As you just see a joy in his face, it's just like it somehow makes his face uglier as he looks so happy.
Just so you know, I didn't know the staff in prison, not the prison.
Oh, as he stopped.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said prison. Oh, well, that is
Well,
disappointing.
perhaps if it came a little closer, you'd hear what he was saying.
Shut your doorstop up.
I'm not happy at the moment. This is really
Especially
I
loud.
was in
Prison
anger.
would be
Tim's ass
so
just bumps
wonderful
into the
for
floor.
you.
I cast light on the door again, just out of frustration. Fine, you can do it.
As you suddenly as all the red brands just singing a gesture away, just covering their faces.
Quite some army you've got.
How
there.
many red brands are in here? Which one is last?
There are
Which one is
7
the ear
red
collector?
brands.
Which one's the ear collector?
The ear collector is the one sat at the centre table, different.
Okay.
Without him
Not
cloak.
going out whenever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Are you also dressed as a red brand?
Yes.
Who's that?
Come in there, all
Okay,
flipped.
just-
You just run past him, he's like,
Okay.
You realise it's the guy who puked from before.
Oh, okay.
If you feel like making some loud noise, I just put the light on the door behind us. We
I
can have some,
take
we could have some
out
fun
my
with
lights.
this.
And I just start strumming.
Okay. You're just like, ding, 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 ding.
Little higher pitch would do.
Drunken kangaroo, what
No.
do you do?
You do not wish to go to prison, do you?
It's the only
I
song Tim
thought you
knows.
were. I was so disappointed that you no longer wish to.
I never wished to.
But why? You have done so much, Alistair.
What can I?
Tim is
what can I
moving to the side
You
of him.
burn children. You run away from home. You steal money from your family. Not done. Not without consequences. And the consequences have come to roost. Now, I have a, what you say, proposition for you. You come with me, I send you to prison, and eventually we sort out where you are going, or I kill your friends. What choice would you like to make?
Yeah, can we hear him?
Just a,
Can we hear him?
oh, you can hear it. He said this very clearly.
I want to turn around and just keep an eye out on the street.
Don't worry, in prison you will have a wonderful roommate. But it is prison where you go. The choice is yours, Alistair. Prison, or I drag you to prison with the guilty conscience of your dead friends.
His conscience is clean.
His conscience is fouler than you can possibly imagine,
Oh, and the
little
gods
tiny
have seen it.
hairy person.
And they've forgiven him.
Red brand so salty.
Okay, dwarves are very proud of their short heights. This is perfectly fine. Boosting my ego.
Small-minded people are often filled with bigotry and hatred.
I say that. I just look up at him and go,
Is
okay.
there anybody on the street outside? Outside.
No, they all seem to keep the place a wide berth, except you do see just.
Looking for
Fellow.
anyone with arms.
Oh, he's got arms.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
You said.
Yep, I walked into that one.
And he just.
So we can still see the person outside.
The masked fellow? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
What is it? I can't remember. What was it that these Red Brand have done? What have they done for the town? They've taken over in a way, haven't they?
Drunk all of its alcohol.
They're very drunk.
No, darn it.
And
Not
Yes, they
less
took over the
anything.
place.
they
Yeah,
killed
and
all
they
the
just-
they killed all the healers by
They
making
did
them
kill
haters.
all the
They did
healers.
kill the healers.
Ah, that was it. Yeah.
Took over the
Yeah.
place, killed any resistance.
Worked for healers to
The Eclectic doesn't have the stuff.
I am waiting on your choice, and my patience is running thin.
See. Would you mind stopping that, please?
Only if you have decided. Have you?
My question is, how can you speak to me about doing bad and lack of morals, and when what you've done?
Alistair, I will stop you now with your holier than thou bullshit. I am an evil man, and I do not care so long as the money is good.
As he just rubs his
Do I-
three
do I
golden
hear-
fingers
do I hear
together.
those words?
Yeah, I walk.
Oh, you've
They are my
heard,
trigger words.
I walk
you've heard those words.
yeah, I walk up behind Alistair.
No,
Where's my
you're not
axe
walking. Are you walking? Roll for initiative.
All right then.
I can't do any magic.
You haven't looked at your spells, have you?
Hmm?
You haven't looked at
Cool.
your spells, have you?
Look to my spells.
Look at your cantrips.
5.
I've got.
What's that?
5.
5, okay.
Strong start.
Yep, a wonderful start. Oh, everybody roll for initiative.
Okay, we're going into combat, right?
Yeah. Good old Tim triggered it.
Inclusive?
Yeah, include.
Yeah, I'm starting to
Uh,
pay attention.
That's a 10.
11.
You get?
Are you going to turn up and healers at me?
11 from Alistair.
Is that yours?
Point?
10.
10. No.
I haven't.
People are not doing well. Shula.
8.
Ouch. Ziffit.
It's
Zak. I got 4.
Oh, Zai, sorry.
it's at the top of your sheet.
And
You
I've
don't-
only read
you don't
that.
have
I've only
anything.
read the name.
I'm sort of paying
Equivalent
attention
of
like you.
professional.
How are you with loud
What did you
noises?
roll, sorry?
4.
4. Okay.
Is it like?
Is it like really loud noises? How loud can you go?
With cantrips, is it?
Question.
Is that free then? Is it only not?
Unless there is a material component required.
Oh,
You don't
Get
get
loud, high-pitched noise around now could be very useful.
Oh right.
I just cast lots on everything as I go, and then
Okay. So I can do. Okay. All right then. All right then. So I'm not completely useless then.
Tim, have you taken that step forward?
I assume so.
Okay. We tense in the door, but are not expecting a fight.
You took a side step, and then you
Yeah,
saw
I'm like this.
immediately every single red brand. They're not ill anymore.
Oh crap.
Yep. Right. Okay. Now I need to roll for these guys. Where's my dice? All my dice.
Do you need to read more stuff?
No, it's alright. I
Too many 20s.
Natural ones up.
Turn back to the crowd. You might want to step out the way now. These guys don't look too happy.
There is.
Ouch,
there
that's-
is
that's
no
fast
crowd.
already.
There are people watching from the alleyway.
Oh, are they?
I'm starting to like loosen it like various levels just to make sure.
quick draw on the sword. And
It's going to be a very short episode for you. I'm coming to kill you.
this could be it.
this is the fucked up
This
right
could-
now.
I'm just, oh god.
Tim's luck, I'll lose. Do you have more help?
Yeah. As the ear collector just gestures his hand up, and then suddenly the entirety of the bar stands up.
Is there a bartender in this thing?
There is, but she's like, just shrunk behind the bar.
Okay.
I stay suited. I'm just watching.
I asked her.
The ear collector does notice slightly that you have not stood, but he's like, whatever, I got shit to do. Okay. So, first of all, Red Brand 1. As where is Red Brand?
They already won?
I think Red Brand's won already, you weren't even
He's
trying.
next to me, I think.
Yep, he is. He just goes, come, Zafe.
He's just sort of tiny bit more.
He takes one step, attack opportunity.
He just goes,
He has gone past your range.
no one more step, big guy. Attacks, and what's your AC?
War mage smart, I think it is.
Not even
journey.
warning it. Saying,
That-
don't come any
that's
closer.
what
I'm
I did.
already stabbing you.
That's a miss, and it's a king. That's a colossal failure. Oh, great. As he steps forward and just places his hand, unfortunately places his hand wrong, and as you just pop your arm back into its shell, his hand goes with it, as he's grabbed your arm and gone, and just kind of, it's almost like, do you remember the garbage disposals that sinks have?
Yes.
His hand just went into that, and he's like, as he takes 2 damage and a messed up hand. Great start there, Red Brand. You suck.
Do that if I were you.
And
Already?
We got scary shit boys there.
number 7's turn.
Oh yeah, but you're being
Yes.
threatened.
7's that. Cool. Okay. As he steps forward, 5, 20, 25. Are you guys against the wall or outside?
We're outside.
So you're not quite sure what's happening.
We've heard somebody
We know
scream.
something's happened.
But you have no idea what.
No.
You just
You know what,
you
yeah.
just suddenly heard ow. Okay, as 2 more attacks, 17, right? Nope.
Oh my god, that is, your dice go on journeys.
Hey, that'll do.
I think
That's
the
amazing.
table,
They're just like
the table
that.
slopes slightly
Yeah.
that way, so all the dice are hitting the edge and then sliding down the
magnet.
board.
So that's how we
No, you
As-
can attack the dice.
Another Red Brand just rushes up and seeing what happened with the arm, doesn't even bother grabbing your arm and just slams his sword into under your armpit and just slides it back for 7 damage.
Assuming we hear that.
I don't know, does Tim go ow?
I think I can work.
You hear that growl.
So we hit the ground.
Okay, number 2's turn. Yeah, the Red Brands rolled well, most of them. Let's see, so 5,
Tim did not.
15. They basically just stepped
We're all doing a
Between.
swarming Tim.
at Tim, so
Fair.
miss. Miss. And basically they've all just jumped forward and tried to stab, but they're all failing as you're just going,
Flexes his pecs each time.
yeah, it just flex and it's like bouncing off his shell, except for that one guy who just went, I'll go for the arm.
Tennessee characters.
Okay, let's see. Your turn, Alistair.
Oh god. So much kind of just happened.
He is watching you now like, this is on you.
wait, okay.
No. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I know.
After what's
Did
being
you
done,
see Tim move? Was Tim behind you? You
Behind
just
me,
heard
and you
Red
just
Brand
suddenly
start
heard
attacking.
a lot of
Everyone
attacks,
just- everyone
and he's just
like-
looking at you like, this is on you.
That's just frozen.
You can't hold your turn.
Yeah.
If it's-
What would you like to do?
I like to
Ready action.
hold shield.
For what?
No one likes
It's a reaction, so you don't need
Yeah.
to hold it.
Oh, it's in reaction.
That's
Okay.
reaction.
Oh god, I'm
So you can just,
so out
you
of
can
it
just,
now.
you can just
Yeah,
hold
but
your, you
Alistair
can just
is
hold your
panicking
entire
right
turn.
now.
Yeah,
This is
Alistair-
accurate.
Yeah.
Basically, you're readying an action saying, if this
Yeah.
happens, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
So, specify what you want
if-
to happen.
because I can't see what's happening with just on his.
Roll a perception.
Yeah. Oh, that's wow. Right, there's a natural 16.
Oh yeah. With your modifier,
20.
Yeah.
You immediately go, oh wow, Tim, I didn't know you were getting attacked without even turning your head.
I'm going to just.
But it was an action to do that perception.
Oh yeah, okay then. I don't have any bonus actions, so
all
that's
you've
it.
got left is the.
I've got
Or you can attack, your choice.
I don't have any attacks. That was my action.
Oh yeah, that's
bonus
right.
action.
So you've got movement left if you
You
want to move.
just in panic stands up and backs away. Just stands up and just like not sure, like just kind of just, like what the hell's going on. If you guys can take an attack from me, I know, but.
As you see you hear one just raise his sword against you. You just hear that clip of the raise going. This one is mine.
Oh dear.
Okay, so now it is Gaboyne. Perception, please.
13.
You can tell something's happening. It's White Walkers, but it also happens at the same time as number 5. So while you're doing something, so is number 5. Where is he? Ah, there he is. He's just going, come on, Zaif.
What's your name? Zak. It's like a
As he rushes forward, jumps onto it, and jumps onto a table. Right.
Does he fall off the table?
No, he does not. Well, actually.
Might as well.
Oh, you saw that! You saw that!
That was on the 3 and it went to 19.
He as he goes and readies himself ready, just like, oh, I'm gonna have you. Okay, so basically he can't reach. So, Morning, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna lean in the door. Immediately, I'm gonna see this guy's
Alright, what's
face.
going? Whoa!
Wait, is this really how you want to do this?
Is that intimidation?
Number 7. Then I just question. Number 7.
Okay. As he just looks down and just like, oh, it's you! Yeah, definitely do.
Look, would you hold this? Hold my hand out. I'm gonna try and grab him.
Roll me
I'll
persuasion.
try and grab him. But it's been really bad. 7. No,
piss
8.
off.
8. Still failed.
He just looks at you like, no, piss off, idiot.
That 8 was the clutch.
Yeah. I want to grab his waist then and pull him in.
Okay,
But
roll me
as I'm
strength.
pulling him in, I can cast melee attack spell.
That's fine, but roll me a...
Yes.
Wait, are you actually pulling or just grabbing?
No, grabbing to cast the spell.
Okay.
I need to be in
Okay, so what are you casting?
So I am casting inflict wounds.
Ouch!
I'm
Okay,
taking
roll
no
me an attack.
chances here.
Roll me an attack.
No
Yes.
chances. 7.
As you reach to grab for him, he just goes, get your hands off me. And just, as you feel that, it just misses completely. So you haven't spent the slot, but
Okay.
nothing. Okay, yeah, so basically you've just got it charged in your hand. You're like, what do I do with this?
Oh, my arms are too short to actually reach the man. I should have probably moved closer before I tried this.
Okay, number
What,
6.
can I do anything on my bonus action?
Well, you haven't moved.
No. I've moved it. I
You moved 5
I looked around the door.
You moved 5 feet, went,
What have I got that I can do
Not
as a
enough.
bonus action? Not an awful lot, to be fair. No, that's my turn.
okay, one's on. So, yep, it is number 6 now. These red brands roll really well.
And we did roll pretty shit.
I have negative modifier on my
Oh, wow, good job there. As
negative initiative.
charges forward and smacks you, Alistair, at the back of the head.
Oh god. AC of 14.
Nope. So lucky.
What is that thing?
And
It's the
wait,
dice.
hold on. That's the. Oh, that one hits. 14, right?
Yeah.
That's
And it
just-
just swings and you go, whoa!
So you can
And
could
swings
shield
again.
now.
Back of the head
You
for.
could shield
Oh,
now.
no, I've got full
If
hit
you
points
could
again.
You take 3 damage.
3, alright.
Okay, Okay, so now it is Sheila.
I'll take their good initiative versus their shitty attack.
Number 3. Where is number 3? Oh yeah, he's the only one who isn't really milling around Tim. He's like, you want to do something?
Yes.
He just kind of sits at the back.
Actually, I'm going to go inward and just throw flame at the 6.
Nice.
Okay.
With
So is that produce flame?
Yeah, with 20 to hit.
Is it, wait, natural 20?
No.
Oh, okay.
Does
Oh.
that hit?
Does a 20 hit? I don't know, you work it out. Yes, that does hit.
With 6 damage.
Okay.
6 fire damage.
Which one was that?
6.
6. Okay. 6 damage.
Bonus action, bardic.
Wait, so that was 6 damage. 6 damage.
6 damage on 6.
Okay, just didn't want to get confused. Okay, as you step through and just see everything, you just conjure a baseball or fire and just at the nearest red band and just goes, whoa!
You
As
are
the back
like
of his
pretty
head
much
just
touch
lights
it.
up.
You're gonna throw it just.
As the back of his head just goes up.
And bonus action, bardic inspiration for
Hey.
Thank you.
Do you need to be in contact?
How do you inspire?
Or is that just
I take out my
You are in contact anyway.
within 60 feet.
Yeah,
You don't.
Like
Flame,
here.
spoink him in the back of the head and then go.
Yeah. And you feel separately.
You feel it rejuvenated within
I
it.
do. I feel good.
For your
Problem.
very low
You
initiative.
want him to not feel it because then he gets angry.
No, I'm angry. I'm in hell.
So he's got time for work.
Tim and number 4.
I'll let
I just
them.
sat
Number
around
4 can
watching.
go first because he almost certainly has
chilling out.
an
I'm apparently just chilling out right now.
You're having fun.
So you got
You have a very low sex part.
I haven't been called on to do anything.
Some more as this guy just he realizes you're not to kill you and just goes fisticuffs. Oh no, that's a 1. Well, yeah, that's a 1. That counts. And he goes and swings you back. You duck, and his fist connects with Tim's shell, and you just hear a almost like somebody had just. Almost somebody like taken a chicken drumstick and just forced it against a steel wood.
That's 2 hands, John.
It's just like it just crumples and you're like, I'm feeling that. And he takes 3 damage.
Okay.
Is your shield spiked? Not shield, your shell spiked, or is it just a little turtle shell?
I think he's put a little
Got
bar.
this.
Got shards of bones.
Yeah.
sticking
He's
out
put a
of it
little
now.
bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now
So I just turn to Alistair and I'm gratefully sorry, Mr. Alistair, but I've become enraged. Turn back to number 7.
At 7,
The one closest. The
Seven
one
just
the one
sees
that
it
stabbed me.
Seven
Seven
backs
just
away
see-
from me.
7 just sees that there is now foam at your mouth. He's just like,
Yeah, his eyes have gone white.
oh god, what did I do?
Probably would have been
And, I'm
kind
gonna
of
make
if I had killed him.
2 reckless. I'm gonna make a reckless attack.
Ouch, with advantage.
That's a natural 20. And what I would like to do with this, by the way, I was going to say, was I would like to try and hit him so hard that he flies into the table that the other guy is on.
Okay, well, roll your damage.
He is paced.
What's my damage die?
You know what it is, it's
The big
12,
one.
It's
D12.
not, it's a D10.
Oh, I thought it was a great axe.
No, it's a battle axe.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But that is 9 plus 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for rage damage. That's
Okay, hold
15.
on. I need to make sure how much
15
health I actually have.
Do you think we need to check this quickly?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd need to check how much max health they have, but yeah.
He was planning on 1 hit and then sort of moving on the RP, but nope. Tim's going to kill all of them.
Apparently so.
As I just try and slap him into the table.
Okay, so wait, 15 damage was it?
19. Yes.
Really? I thought you rolled 9 and a 4.
I rolled a 9 plus 4 plus rage.
Oh wait,
Plus-
I
plus
thought you
two-
rolled
two
damage
rage.
twice.
No,
It's a
you
crit.
get 2.
Is it brew critical?
Oh,
You hit the critical, yeah.
it is critical.
Oh,
Alright,
critical.
he's dead. 18, 19, 20, 22, 24.
Right, okay, where is this Max? It's here somewhere.
disappears from existence.
He wakes up in
In a
a
red
place.
He just evaporates.
was like, I think it was.
Okay, how do you want him to die?
I want to slap him with the flat of the axe so hard in the chest that it fucking crumples and he slams into the table, trying to unbalance the other dude.
Okay, as you just swing with a heft of your might, his head just goes as you smack into it like a baseball bat into a watermelon with a spook. As he smacks and it just goes, flies backwards, and his head just goes into the back of the table, and like you just see the top half of his skull just jut forward several inches
Nice.
as the rest of him stays in place.
Next on PGA
Nice.
Golf.
Does that unbalance the dude on the table?
That's a good question. I need to check for him.
That's what I was attempting.
That's a clever idea, actually. He's been thinking.
You like what was that stalagmite?
Oh, it was almost a one. It did that.
Oh,
As he goes, never mind. You watched him. Oh my god!
Take slightly down.
Kill the turtle.
It seems he got ahead of himself.
I had one ready to go, but I can't talk when I'm raging. So
He's just like,
thumbs up. Yeah, all you get from Tim now is.
So,
okay. I'm sorry. How do you pronounce it?
Zak.
Zaif. Okay. Zaif, your turn.
Hey, I'm watching all this happen. Put down.
You're realizing it'd be a good idea to not fight the big angry tortoise.
Yeah.
She's
I'm quite
playing
impressed by
it
that
safe.
big angry tortoise. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to slowly sort of just move along so I'm behind the guy with the golden ears. So I can only move about. What distance would that be?
Square's
So I can
fine.
only move about.
What's your speed?
30, but I've stood
that's
up.
15.
So you're behind him.
So I'm sort of just standing there behind.
Do we notice that movement?
Does
Yeah,
he
you
notice
notice,
that movement?
but also there's a lot of red
Yeah,
brands
yeah,
fussing
yeah.
about. You're just like one person
Well,
among
the
them.
one
There's
in
lots
front
of
of me
red
has just been
everywhere.
eviscerated, so I can now see.
Yeah, you just watched him just basically his head just move like a cash register.
You should have let me do that. It would have been a lot less painful.
So I've
Gonna
moved
take
there.
him off.
Okay.
I heard
No, he's
the
his
bell.
body's still there.
Do you have any injuries?
I do,
I've
I've got
laid
my
it over.
hand axes out.
Ooh, okay then.
So look.
Life is ready.
I think I'm gonna go throw one of my hand axes at this guy right here. Number one.
She's a traitor.
Number one.
Maybe we're the traitors.
So I need to roll
We're
to
all
see if I can hit him first.
D20.
I mean, they might be nice guys. You might genuinely be an evil person. We don't
Okay,
know.
so 2 was
That's
that.
a matter
not
of
the best
perspective,
first
really.
start, is it?
You have next.
We can just pretend you missed him.
9.
And that was at 2.
Did I add anything else? Just 3.
No.
Okay.
It was at
Yeah.
1. It was at 1.
Was
It was at 1.
Okay. Well, as you throw, it just completely misses and just chunk into the wall.
Just to
Can I
create
pretend to
impression
flip?
of danger.
Pretend he's coming at me.
Not actually
Yeah,
being
as you see,
excited.
as you see, the ear collector just like turns his head to look
I make a
Tim
point to
assumes
pretend I'm
that
with a
getting
bit of
out.
a quizzical look.
I try to give the impression that I'm backing him up.
Roll a deception with advantage.
20.
Whereabouts in the wall did the axe land?
Like the highest.
14. So 16.
He looks at you and just goes.
Where is
Just
this
thinks
axe
you're a
now?
bad shot.
I'd like to try and retrieve it at some point.
Like
but
quite
anyway.
nice.
Axe is about
Yeah,
there.
okay, so it's kind of over my shoulder.
You just basically saw an axe blade just stick out the wall and you're like, where'd that come from?
Is that a nice axe?
It's an axe point?
Can you reach it?
Can I reach it when it's
No,
pressed?
it's a bit taller than
Yeah.
you. It's about 5 feet up. So
But
you'd
the
have to
boy
jump
spends
for
this
it.
fight jumping to grab
Yeah.
an axe.
Jumping in heavy armor, not a great
I
idea.
finally get it on the wall. Okay, when are we? Oh, they're all
And
dead.
then unconscious.
Yeah, somehow somebody
That
stalks
would be
somebody
through
stalks them by the
exhaustion.
veil. I step over on the water and get unconscious.
Okay,
There's no water.
now ready for the ear collector.
Oh no.
As he raises himself up, and 5, 10, 15, reaches towards number 4, twists his neck,
What?
and throws his body over the table. I told you, this is mine.
Well, to tell you, number 6 did that as well.
I believe he
It's
has
one
an
of
attack
those.
left. Yeah, he has 2 attacks. as you just see him draw a long golden sword.
That's very inefficient. I thought gold is very soft metal. That wouldn't actually work.
Gold-plated, fool.
It's actually gold on the inside.
Well, that's just bad.
Draws
Okay, so, and your AC is
15. Does not matter, is it?
Oh, you lucky!
It was bouncing between 18 and 5.
Yeah, you lucky. As he just reaches and swings, and you just go, and just duck as he realizes, stops his blade about an inch away from your
Surely
face,
stops
and
it.
just like, no, and puts it away. Prepares his fists. Okay, next it is. Oh, you're gonna be the reason.
Not in the good
Number
way.
1's turn. Number 1 attacking with disadvantage because his hand is messed up.
I'm the squishiest at the front line.
17, right?
Yes.
They want you alive. Some of them do. No, they
Did you
don't.
sure you've got one more than me?
I hate these disadvantages.
Oh right, I thought. Oh my god.
It's a natural 20.
Yes, it was,
But
or a 7.
I'll take that 7.
I bet you would. As he just reaches forward and he's just like, a perfect aim, and just goes straight for your head, and you just go. You're just like,
So you get tangled in that.
they can do that! Still no. Would have, but no. You and the mangled hand. Oh dear. As he reaches again, and this time just goes, oh, just aim for the torso. And just. Oh yeah, armour. He's not very bright.
That's a lessons learned for the future. Whenever we're in a fight, just mess up the hands, and then we've got
Let's
it.
send them towards Tim. Send Tim in first. They can all like mess up their hands.
Okay, number 7's turn. Where is 7?
Can I just create a spell called Destroy Hands?
7's dead.
7's dead.
Oh, 7's
That's
right
that's
there.
7 cash
He
register.
Four.
That's
No,
seven
four.
cash
7 was
register.
the one that Tim killed.
7 got
Oh, yeah,
registered
yeah.
into 5.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
7 to the cash.
That's
His
why we want.
body being in the way.
That's why we need to take the bodies away, so I don't count them anymore. So 4 friendly fired,
He stands up, his head in pieces.
and 7's gone.
It's
Okay.
all over the place.
Okay, 2. Where's 2? 2 is next to Tim as well, and he has not got a disadvantage on him, so let's give this a try. I need to roll something else.
No, no.
Default.
Don't one of my dice.
I will roll one I used for you.
Oh god.
That's just the exact
I
same
thought that was
number.
in 1 then.
What? The chances one.
That is a weird chances. That's like 1 in 40.
I'm too close to you.
Be gone. Curses. Okay, so that was 2 as he just goes to stab, but again, they can't seem to work out that the shell is a tough spot to get through. They're just basically like a mark of insanity. They're just like, if we keep it up, eventually you'll break through.
We're not used to other solutions.
So I think I'm
Racist.
north top of the moustache. So
Okay, so
To be fair, there's not a lot of torches around.
Tim ate most of them.
They mostly just go into the swamp and then don't come back.
Alistair,
Oh god.
your turn.
Technically, you can move through Tim, through me, and down.
That will be an attack of opportunity though.
Yeah, well, it would be like 5, but technically.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because that is. Gonna have to do that. I'm gonna try to go. Can I get out the front door?
You can move through friendly.
There's a
areas.
way through.
There's
You
a
can
straight
go
line
through
through
Tim.
friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, you
But
can
there won't be an
move
attack of
first,
opportunity from the egg.
and shield is a reaction, so you
But
can.
you
Yeah,
can
that's what I was
use the act-
thinking.
use the action to just go.
If yes,
That is true. Yeah.
If you like.
And he loses an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll disengage and that'll get.
And
I
if you
need to get back.
disengage, you're just like,
Easy, buddy. You can go to like 15 30 feet in there. if you wanna come
Can
all the way
I?
out.
No. Come. We need to get out of this confined area.
Yeah, if you can get a bottleneck in the door, that
any of those actually get a scratch on Tim, he's doomed. Thank God for your really good AC.
say I'm doomed if they get a scratch on me.
I'm doomed if they get through.
Oh,
I'm saying if they get past your armor, you're in trouble. There's like what?
True.
7 of them?
yeah.
6. Oh no, 5 because one is Cha-ching!
And
You've
if
got
I
5 red brands.
I am raging.
There's no one who's focused on me.
And then a mysterious one at the back who threw an axe in my head.
No, I can't hold any of action. Just a question. Shield, it says self, so I can't give it to anyone else, can I? No. Okay, alright then.
No, you cannot confer it to other people.
Yeah. Oh, it's School of Abjuration, definitely that.
That's why you go with School of Abjuration. Okay, so now it is. What was Alistair? Caboyne and number 5.
Shield of faith.
5 is,
Table.
yep. 5 is just gonna, like, from there, stab at Tim. Thinking he's got a height advantage, which works. Go for the other one. Now that one never go. So he stabs once, and like this one slices across your neck. Oh, for 3 damage. So that's 1 damage because of your rage. Damn squibs, the lot of you.
I just turned to him.
Thanks. Come on, what are you doing?
To just sidle up behind Tim. Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm going to cast Bless on Tim.
Nice.
On Tim? Okay.
On Tim.
Nice.
So he's got what, a D4?
Tank up our tank. Gets an additional D4 and attack and so on.
All of them. Nice.
For the next bit.
Because of course.
10 turns. 6 seconds turn.
Okay.
The next 10 turns.
This is going.
I mean,
Disastrously
look
bad.
at where this axe came from. Can I see? I know who threw it.
No, you don't know who
No.
threw it because,
Okay.
as I said, you were kind of on the other side of the wall.
Throwing axes at me.
Where's my mark? I was thinking, who's throwing axes?
I'm going to step back outside here and position myself between Alistair and the door.
Okay.
Get my shield up ready.
Okay. Okay, so it is. So what's the boy? Now it is 6.
It's on Shiva
6
there.
attacking shooter.
Keep that as you.
More dice. Oh, yes, that's one. Yeah, it's a good one. What's your AC, shooter? Yeah, as he just steps forward, swish, swish, and just slices like an X across you, causing not too bad, 9 damage.
It's like half your health.
Pretty much.
Okay, 9 damage. Next it is shooter.
I
And
take
number 3.
out my dagger.
GTFO.
With 11 to hit.
11.
Yeah.
No. That's that 11 is nothing. Basically, you just stab forward, and as he just goes, bats it aside with his own sword, just like, get out of here with that. Okay, and yeah, it's number 3. Where's 3? Oh, no, 3 is gonna be. Come on, good dice. What are you doing with these dice?
I have an aura.
It may not have
You
the
have
stuff.
an
I have a 5-foot aura, but I can.
You have
I
the
can-
Wheaton
I can,
virus.
I can target it into 10 foot in one direction.
There's my inoculation. Okay, so was combined, was shooter, was 3,
But it will also affect you.
oh, well, I was about to say, oh, it's 4. No, he's dead. Tim.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at number 3 and attempt to do the exact same thing.
Number 3, okay.
You want this guy off the table.
That's not great.
Yeah, plus 4 to hit.
I do get a plus 4.
Oh, wait a minute. You've been doing reckless attacks, haven't you? All your attacks on you should have advantage. I've not been counting that. I need to do that.
Bad deal.
That's my bad.
Bad
That's my
deal.
bad.
Go and think of what you've done.
The roll hung over as well.
I'm also going to use. I'm also going to use my inspiration from Shula there. No, it's a 10. 10 total.
Which one? 3? As you're just and just swing again. This one's like nope, and just ducks, just like as it just swishes over his head. Okay.
That turns balance a good one.
Safe.
this. So, I'm
That's
going
not
to
good.
head in a straight line across to 5. Should be able to get over the table.
For me, athletics.
That's 9. Do I just add the...
Add your modifier.
Plus 6 for your
Plus
athletics.
6, so that's 15.
Okay, you are able to basically just vault over the table.
As planned this time. And I've got my longsword.
Okay,
So that is...
so you're attacking 5.
Yeah. 14. And 6.
That hits.
Yeah, so 20. So, yeah. And got a 7 plus 4, so that's 11.
Wait, what are you rolling?
7.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're two-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Two in the hand axe, and now
Okay.
two in the hand sword.
Unless I've still got it in one hand and a hand.
I wasn't sure if you were using a shield.
No,
She doesn't
no
have a
shield.
Okay. So yeah, 1d10. Okay. Okay. So how much damage?
11.
Oh,
Nice.
On number 5.
on number 5. Ouch.
Is that on the table too?
He's backing off more than guards going
Surely.
into a sword.
He just backs away from Tim, just like, right. However, you chop. It's not quite with enough force to take his head clean off, but it is enough to make him just go, oh my days! As you cut a fair section out of the back of his neck.
Assuming we noticed this.
Oh yeah, you
Are you in-
noticed
are
her
you in
just
red brand
attack
armor?
him.
It's similar. I've got
Wearing
like
a
some
red band.
markings and stuff. I've got like...
Yeah, you've got your own armor, but you're
I'm wearing that.
You're seeing this, right, Alistair?
like, I'm not wearing the uniform.
Am I? Oh, is the door? Is the doors?
Door's open, yeah.
Okay, the doors are open. Alright, then you.
I'm not locking Tim and Sheila in.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I didn't.
I might be
No,
out
no,
in a minute.
they're locked in.
They'll be
with
fine.
me.
They'll be fine.
Depends if I make it through.
Okay.
Oh yeah, possibly. Yeah.
As you see, the ear collector's just gone. Trick. Okay, so that is.
I'm good at that.
Someone's gonna have to drag me.
And it's the ear collector's turn. As the ear collector draws his sword again, he's about level height with you, Tim. He just goes, hello. Shunk! And with advantage because reckless
Yep.
attack. So. Okay, thank God for advantage.
Oh, you really want both attacks?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, that hits. As you take 13 damage. So that's 6.
Yeah.
6 damage as he just sunk, and it sinks kind of in that meaty section between your shoulder and your neck.
Sure.
Just goes and slices away. Just like, been there a while before a good fight.
It's alright, the cleric's not unconscious this time.
True enough. Well, now it's number one's turn. And number one, on seeing this, he doesn't have disadvantage because advantage.
But, yeah,
Sure.
he's got one hand that it cancels out.
That's a kink. Thank you, Dexter.
That 20?
Yeah, that's an 20. As you take another... Oh my god, this guy got suddenly a burst of energy. As he just leaps forward and goes, on the neck! Leaps up and just stabs into like your shoulder area again where you've just been sliced for another 13 damage, so another 6 damage.
How you doing?
Still alive.
Still alive!
Could do with some kiboing.
Oh dear, okay. So that was 1.
I'm so glad you have that.
7 is dead. Number 2. Okay, where's number 2? Number 2
I'm going to
is...
assume he's attacking me.
Attack Tim as well, with advantage. And 17, right?
Yep.
That's a hit. And that's the exact same number. That's a miss. But as he jumps forward and just stabs, not quite as deeply as the other ones, but kind of just gets like the point in, just like for 4 damage, so 2 damage more.
Still alive.
He's just going, still alive, no. Okay, I was about to say, as soon as they can get past your armor.
On a scale of 1 to 24.
Oh,
Oddly specific there.
He's looking rough.
Okay, so let's see. It was 2, now it is. Nope, he's dead. Alistair, what are you doing?
it's all become very different since last couple bit. I'm gonna do a. I believe magic missile is not really a component.
Just to point out, you can cast Firebolt.
As we've learned in this journey.
Fire's scary.
I'm not doing that again. Not even the people I don't like.
Hands. Oh, where is my bloody stuff? Yeah, it doesn't need any components, so I can do magic missile.
Cool.
I'll do magic missile on these three.
Which
6, 2,
Can't read it.
6, 2 in the collector, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so.
So it just
I leave it to D4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so D4 plus 1.
So 4 on the four.
4 on which one? 2?
Just go in order. 4 on that one. Oh no, yeah, 2. Sorry,
Two.
2. Yeah, and then
So
2.
4 on 2.
2 on
Collector.
Yeah, collector, and then
2 on collector.
5 on
6.
6.
5 on 6, okay. As you just go, just waft your hands in a ball, and then just 3 seemingly icicle darts form in your hands, and then you just go, and just fire them off as they just veer and into the necks of each of them. You see the 2 red ones go, ah! You just see the collector
I'd give
and
it one.
snaps it.
How's number 6 looking?
Number 6 is not looking good. Number 6 is looking a bit like. Okay, so now it is 5 and come on.
Okay.
5 is going to attack Tim as well for advantage. And I'll try it again. Oh, that one hits. Thank you, triple dice. As you take another 2 damage.
Is that 2
That's
halved?
halved.
Out.
You're out.
Goes down
And you feel a slight stab, and you're just like
like a sack of turtle.
you just collapse.
It's a building collapse.
And I'm going out.
This isn't goblin situation again. These guys are too tall.
You can do it if you believe
Well, I can still heal you back up through
Believe in your dead self.
Believe it!
Keep me up.
Please no.
Okay. Okay, so next is Kaboy. So what are you gonna do, Kaboy?
Here we go again. Start spinning the coin. Can I reach Tim through the doorway? We have to go in.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Point
So a hand on Tim's unconscious body
Your wounds.
and attempt to cure his wounds. So I'm going to plus
Oh.
3 plus 2 plus 6 to a d8.
Plus 6, flipping it.
That is.
Oh yeah, because the light.
Yeah, so that is 8 points of health restored.
Cool. As you just
And
as
then,
it just goes.
how is Shula looking?
like one of those weird boxing dolls that just goes.
Probably not the same as Tim now, you can just help him
Your
out.
rage will be gone. Like,
About the same as Tim now. Okay.
and you just come back and you're like. Oh well.
Okay, so.
Okay. So.
Hold on, I'm going to get my bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to keep. As long as one's a cantrip, but it's not.
You got 3 spells this time.
I've got 3 spells, but you only one spell, one cantrip every turn.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't use this turn.
So if a cantrip is a bonus action.
Cantrip's a bonus action. Cantrip, some
He's
are.
got a cantrip.
Some are.
Oh, right. I was
Feeling
But-
words.
Not
but-
all
Yeah,
cantrips.
but it's a spell.
Hashtag not all
Spell.
cantrips.
No. So I can't get into position to block that. Tim is back up. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Look at Alistair. You still here? What are you still doing here?
Okay. Well.
Yeah, why am I?
Eventful time for
Why
Tim.
are you still here, Alistair? We could end this. Let's go to jail. This is all over.
Okay, red brand 6 as he just kind of. He's not feeling too good, but he's. Where is he? Oh, yeah, he's shooting. He's just like, you must die! So he attacks again. Let's see what happens. As he just, in complete weakness, he just falls forward on his own blade and just.
You're actually kidding me.
No, he just goes,
One.
you will, and just slumps down on his own blade, killing himself.
Wow.
Excellent.
He'd been battered that much, and a natural 1 would do it. Okay. Oh, well, Clarence.
When it's like situations like this, I'm happy. But when we need it, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Soon I'm gonna be on another table soon. Just like in the corridor. It's like
6 is.
I want to do this.
I go to the pub opposite and shout.
Just FaceTiming with the camera like facing the
Okay,
battle.
3 and shooter.
Three's round.
3's going to attack Tim.
Can I use my action?
So, I'm wondering if the advantage will still count because you're back. No, you did a reckless attack. So
Yeah.
don't matter. That did a dance.
That was dancing.
No, nothing. Tim, you're fine.
Three's like, go.
Yeah, you rear back up and he goes, ooh. He just looks disappointed in himself.
My tail just flicks about.
Okay. Sheila, what are you doing?
Is
it
the feather.
You know what?
It touches in his lap.
On
Yeah.
who?
On the glass, on the ear collector.
And does that cause damage?
No,
Or does it just cause
needs to make a wisdom save.
What's the save? I'm not rolling you 2.
I'd like to borrow a D6. Who don't?
How many only D20s in the universe?
Chosen one.
Want to use the big one?
No. Definitely not.
Because you have confidence.
Do you want the truth?
I'd rather
He can't.
convenient lie.
We'll go with this one. This should do it. Right. Okay. So what's the save? As you just no, and he looks over at you with a look of like. And just crumples over laughing.
So he is now not.
I believe it.
Excellent.
It just falls over laughing.
And it is and as long as I'm concentrating on it for the next minute, he's gonna stand up unless he can make a wisdom saving throw when he takes damage.
When he takes damage, okay. So unless he takes damage, he can't make a save.
At the end of its turn, and each time it takes damage, the target
Okay.
can make another wisdom save.
Okay,
Would
fantastic.
you like to move behind the guy with the armor now?
Yes.
I was so calm and
Hopefully he'll
composed
take
with
some
the line of panic.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Like,
Yes, I would.
just like
Tim, your turn.
maybe like between you.
Sure.
So now,
Yeah.
We're not raging anymore.
Or like behind.
But with his bonus
Yeah.
action, he becomes enraged once more.
And as you just you're just like.
I give Tim a quick thumbs up.
Everyone's like, yes, Tim, go!
Yes, more
seeing the ear collector on his knees with his
Just
neck
cackling
presented, Tim brings the axe.
That would be with advantage, wouldn't it?
It will be with advantage.
Oh,
Don't have to go
no.
reckless.
No, you don't.
So that
And you get your blessed
plus
bonus
my
as well.
D4. 18. That's a 24.
Did you need the D4?
No.
With flair.
Sure.
It starts glowing radiance.
It's only 1 damage, but 5, 6, 7 with the rage and the.
It's only one.
Oh,
so
is that?
that's 7.
Oh, it's only 1, 7. Wow.
Doesn't know his own strength.
No, he doesn't.
He just sort of places it gently and then sneezes.
Just wait with it.
Okay, as he just
Yes, it just
healed
twitched from
over
life
with
again.
laughter. Suddenly there's a shunk as you just sink it right into his chest, and there's a deep in his armor, but then as you pull back, the armor just seems to repair itself, However, there you do see some blood leak out of the side. It's just like, and 12, right?
Yeah.
Dancing dice. It was a 20. It was a 20. I saw it.
I saw
Yeah. And it just went. Okay, so he's still somehow just going. I'm really hurt. Okay,
That's
so
a way for it.
now it is. Now it's safe. As he just.
Jump in.
That's the worst pain in the bed!
Okay, I'm going to try and freeze him up a bit because I've seen you go down. I'm not happy with this. So I'm going to first swing at 5.
Okay.
So that's 20 in total.
Oh, cool. I thought it was natural.
And then, no, for 10 damage.
Nice.
How do you want him to die?
I think
This is
he's
your first
facing
time.
Tim, isn't he?
This is your
So
first dice.
I'm going to take, once I've got plunge it straight down next to his neck.
Okay.
From below.
Okay, so as
Is he
he's,
on the table?
Yeah.
as his
That
focus
can go up.
Straight up through his back.
okay, as he focuses on Tim, he just seems to be kind of leaning forward slightly. You're just like perfect.
Poking
and
tips.
just
Is he still dead?
shove it so far up him that it just goes out of the top of his mouth. As you pull it back, there's a like
Well,
a
that's
shred,
exhausted.
and he just slumps off the table.
And all the blood is all over you.
He was a gobby
I'm
bastard.
able to do something.
You can still move, and you have any bonus actions
You
available.
can use your.
Action search, I was thinking, which is
Oh.
additional action.
You just do that, I
Oh,
mean.
that's
yeah.
You guys seem to be in a bit of trouble here. I think I've very clearly already picked a side, so I can't go
I
back
think
on
you
this.
have. I don't know you have.
So
Although
you're
attacking
attacking
it's
one.
you and this guy, we're fairly sure we can trust
You guys seem alright.
Slight hesitation. Maybe she missed.
you were aiming for him. You were
I
aiming
just
for
wanted
Tim,
to do
right?
something, alright? I threw it.
Last go try to
What's
hit
I
my
feel
Tim.
like
Wasn't it?
contributing.
So, aiming at 1, that's 15.
15. That's a hit.
Yes. And
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
4, 12 damage.
Okay.
Slash around there.
Okay, and as you just sliced across his back, he's like, "Oh, okay then."
Typical response.
Seems you might be fine with that.
Okay. As
How often does this happen to him on
as he's just like,
a Sunday?
there's a huge
Well, when they
slice in
get
his
drunk,
back.
I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once the blades come out.
The arm opens up, you see there's just loads of slashes up his back.
Now it's the ear collector who's just
And
going.
to the town.
It's all going so terribly wrong. And roll for a save. As he's still laughing. Oh my god! Okay, so now it's. I swear that's a good spell.
Great spell.
Okay, next it is number 1, who has, after having just a nasty slice on his back, just wheels around like, yeah? Alright.
These guys are very accepting. Like they're malleable to every situation.
Oh, that's a 20.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, he just decided I'm opening both barrels. As he swings for 12 damage.
That's fine.
And then he has a second attack.
Oh, bollocks.
And that's what's your AC?
16.
That one misses. As he just swings forward and just there's a slunk as it just like catches you in the knee and just slashes downwards. However, as he tries again, you just step back outside of range. Okay, so next it's 2. It's 2, or is 2 dead?
2 is hit.
Okay, two's gonna attack Tim. He didn't bother with the reckless attack, so just normal. Fail. And a fail. So again, ding, ding, against the shield.
He's
It's
put
like,
off by the laughter.
you're gonna die, you won't. Come on, just die already.
How old are these people?
They look about late teens.
Oh
No!
Go
They're not
all they're
getting
seeing
any
is
older.
white light and black spots.
Alright, Tim. We're all a bit blinded by the door. We're not quite sure what's going on.
That door is still glowing. There's an hour glow at that door.
And it's a very.
Oh god, yeah.
They're all seeing black
So you're
spots.
you're blinding yourself. Oh, got the door. Yeah,
Yeah, the door's open.
So it's just shining
The
down
door
the
is
street.
open in here, yeah.
Okay, Alistair. I'd have said a bunch of red brands, but they're all mulch.
I would like. I don't know what to do. I've got a great spell, but I can't use it.
Let's go and kick the laughing now.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do.
Just stick your foot.
Just
in his
because it's too cluttered, I don't want to start risking hitting more innocent people. Friends. I'm gonna use magic missile. All 3 shots on the guy.
On which
On the on the
Yeah.
guy. You know the guy.
collector.
The collector. I keep forgetting.
The guy, you know the guy.
And so it's 3d.
3d4 plus 1 each.
It's 2, so it's 3.
3,
2.
5,
I'm so
7.
So it affects me as well.
I believe you. As you just all into the side of the ear collector, it's just like. So I think
These
that,
out to
is that a roll per damage? Or is that a roll after taking damage?
I think it's
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And 12, so. He refuses to get. Apparently, he's enjoying his laughing fit. He's just like,
He's secretly an
ouch,
ouch.
ouch, ouch.
He's a hardcore cinematographer. He is.
Yeah, he is. He's
He's
enjoying
loving
it.
it.
Yeah, he's just like more.
These all of Alice's shots are not to kill. Just so they weren't to kill.
Those shots weren't to kill.
He was injuring.
Yeah,
he just wanted to put anyone down. Yeah.
If you knock him to 0, he's.
Yeah, it wants like sort of unconscious.
So basically, if you knock him to 0, specify that it's for that purpose. So he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't want to die, I don't.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: he's nowhere near.
Oh yeah. Just in
He's one
case I
extra.
forget. Yeah.
In case you somehow, with 3 magic missiles, cause all the damage. Okay.
I'm not that lucky.
Okay, let's see. So now it is. It was Alistair. 5's dead. And everything just pushed at him. That's Gamoy.
Actually, can I just take a few just a few spaces back, just away
Sure.
from the door? Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Not all the way. Just like.
Take as many steps back
What,
as you
towards
want.
the creepy man with the mask?
Yeah, he's still there, just like.
Let's just watch you.
Thank you.
Because I'm at the market store.
Are they gone yet?
Why does this store only sell dice?
Because I
Why is it bigger than me?
in this town.
Why do I think this is so meta?
Oh dear, okay.
So this is what they mean when they say dice and death.
Okay, so next
Whose turn?
It's yours, Cabal, I believe.
My turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I take a glance over to Shula and say, like, are you okay? Or
Could use some help.
I look at 3.
I mean, I could
And he just looks at you like, don't look at my mic.
Cast Cure Wounds on 3.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
Has 3 been hit yet? Is 3 looking perfectly fine?
Freeze looking fine.
He's looking perfectly
He
fine.
looks a little hungover, but that's it.
Okay, I take
I
a
can
step.
wait.
I'll take a step in
I'm
towards
fine.
Just.
'Cause you've got healing, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Let's go.
Sort yourself
You've got
out.
healing. He's laughing. I'm gonna take a step in towards
If
3.
he doesn't know someone never, it's fine.
I'm going to. I'm going to use the bonus action to use healing word as I swing in at 3 with the hammer.
Okay, so healing word first or bonus?
I'll do healing word first.
Okay, so that's a d4 plus your modifier, right?
Yeah.
So what's that? A 6?
Plus D4 plus modifier plus 3.
Is it plus?
If I get my life.
I thought it was how many levels of cleric.
No, you're right, that one is, yeah. So that's D5.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
plus 3 for your wisdom, but then also
Yeah.
because you're a life cleric.
Yeah, which makes me plus
So
6
you get
total.
plus 2.
Oh, yeah, plus 2. Yes, yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Right, there we go. So how much is he healing for? Okay, here we go. 5 health as you,
As the
as
hammer
you
comes
see
in.
Kiboy swing an axe, he just wafts a hand towards you and you're just like, oh wow.
No, it's spoken healing.
No, no.
So like, I bring
It's
the
like,
hammer
get
to
better.
3 and I just shout, get better! When I hit 3.
Get better!
Be
Sprung.
better.
Okay, roll for the attack on 3.
Me?
That's not good.
What's it?
That is an 8.
As he's just like, you're a little confused, mate.
Ooh.
Get better!
Would you guys be a little bit shorter, please?
Okay, so what else was on? Now is. No, he's dead. 3 and Shula. So 3 is going to attack Boyne, just like, let me fix your brain for you. Wow. Really fix it. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, yeah. But that's a crit, so...
Okay.
So to consider it as both hits. Both times hit.
As he just aims for the head and just shears a section in the middle
Off my helmet.
of your helmet, and just as it knocks the helmet askew, there's a as it takes a section of scalp, causing 9 damage. Each ouch.
I said, if I look back to just missing an eyebrow. You just got
By the end of this campaign, you're all going to be mutilated. Unless the healer's really good. Okay, so...
Are you?
Okay, so it was Alistair, was Boyne, Shula...
Where are you right now?
So shoot.
Under
I
that
think
table.
it's
You're just in the
So
building next
Shula-
door having a nice little wine.
Oh yeah, sorry.
While the eclipse down, can I move around to 2? I can't reach.
Sure.
Get someone
He
with
can't do
me.
anything. He's just going, no, wait!
I'm gonna hit 2 for a...
On 3. On 2. 13 does not hit, I'm afraid. As he just ducks aside slightly.
He's on the wrong one.
Okay. So now it's Tim. What's Tim gonna do?
Do I have advantage on any of these for flanking with...
No, flanking is not something we're doing.
Cool, alright. In that case, I will recklessly swing at number 1.
Recklessly swing at 1, okay.
That's another natural 20. Should have gone for the egg.
Hold 1.
Is he dead?
You didn't even have to roll. No, roll for damage, let's see what happens.
18.
Okay, how do you want this blob of a man to die?
I want to just...
I like this already.
What do you want to do?
Go with it.
I want to just swing
Go on.
upwards between his legs and bisect this fucker.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, as you just swing down, and he just jumps back, and he stares forward, just like, what are we gonna do? You twist it and like an upward hack, and it just splits down the middle. It just crumbles.
I'm not putting that back together.
And that's number
Does anyone
1.
need his cast mending?
Well, so much for the first guy.
I lick his blood from my face.
Okay.
Well, tear it
That'd be
off.
fun. Do we burn these guys?
And then I'm gonna just move around in this space to this guy, staying in combat with him.
We're currently having a staring
It's
contest.
just Okay, so now it is what's Tim?
Actually,
Oh, sorry.
don't
What
worry
was
about
it,
it.
Tim?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Am I still able to attack 2 even with Tim sort of
Where are you?
You need to
I can move
You'll
around.
need to move.
Alright. I'm still gonna move around. Gonna move to 2.
Okay.
Gonna hit him with my sword again.
Go right ahead.
Right.
Let's see
So,
what happens.
got
You'll be okay with that.
25. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is that all?
Just hits.
Miss.
I mean, I'm right there.
He's
like,
got
I
straight
have
up
no
miss.
space.
That's
Arm
on
over
two.
his entire body.
And ooh,
is
not too good though. 6 damage.
You can reroll 2s for
That's
damage.
Oh,
so
it's
good.
true. I can't.
What's that?
So
Ah,
you can reroll
cool.
1s and 2s
10
for
damage.
With,
That's what-
great
I think
weapons
it's-
fighting.
That's a great weaponry, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah, but that's a feat.
That's a feat.
Oh, is it?
No, it's one of our skills. Just got it.
1 or
I
2.
can find it. I can
Can
find
we
it.
reroll?
Oh, the
Yeah,
archetype.
it's fine,
Of course.
yeah.
Duh.
Reroll 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is 10 damage then. Thought I was going to drop the sword for a second,
Like
but
Well done, Tim. He just basically held your axe and gone.
you like nudged me as I was swinging, so it properly went.
Really proud.
Accidentally. He doesn't know what's
Tim
happening.
is
You're just a
speaking
natural
contemporary.
guide to
Tim just like.
There is
I'm
a
enjoying
red
playing
mist.
this, so.
Yeah, so 10 damage.
It's like
So-
the opening. It's like the opening scene from War of the Worlds with Tim around. Just everything just turns to dust.
As you just swing your sword, just like. You just like. Swoop across the neck. It's like. that, thanks. Okay, next it
A
is.
little bit late, but
You're welcome.
Now it's
You
the
should have thought
collector
about that.
who's going to roll to see if he can stop bloody laughing. You are a failure.
I really don't see what that's for.
Okay, as he's still laughing, going, you're murdering all my men! Okay.
I just realised that Tim hasn't got any of this to collect.
That's what's scaring you most.
That'd be really like if he's unknown for this, but I can't do it.
Do I cut off skin?
Have you antlers his ears?
Well, it's not one anymore, it's dead.
You've still got 2 and 3.
2.
Here, kids now.
You are not getting rolled.
Which one?
The balloon. Because it's failed the collector every step of the way. Okay, so 2 is going to attack Zayf. Oh wait, yeah. What's your AC?
16.
That's 2 hits. Why did you lie? Is the modifier on that?
Okay.
4. You saw that.
Yep. Double 6s.
That is 16 damage.
Ooh.
Right, I am on the floor then. Why?
How much is your max health?
My max is 26.
Okay, so it doesn't kill you outright.
No,
You-
no,
you-
no.
It went down to
No,
That'd be a fun
14 and then
first session.
yeah.
So I just rolled a crit, and then I rolled 2. Oh no, 2 hits. Yeah, never mind. What am I talking about? Crazy person. Just 2 6s. Okay, so just leaps forward, stab, both of them to the sternum, just like, and just pulls them out like you're a stuck pig.
That'll do it.
Okay, so now
That'll
it
do, donkey.
is.
That'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
Seconds ahead.
Okay, so next it is. Well done, 2. You can rest for a bit. Alistair.
Well, I don't know what to do with all this dice in the way.
Remove. You can
It just aberrated. It's like, oh.
One more support dice.
I didn't know I was gonna-
For reference, the door ends here.
Yeah.
So you can't see.
Do I have a straight shot
As
of?
you're contemplating this, you just hear a whisper behind you. Use fire. You're so good with it.
I'm all perception. I'm in the doorway.
And as you turn to look, you just see the porcelain mask. And it's looking at
That's not inviting at all to do anything. I'm gonna be a dick.
Oh no. What does that mean?
I cast fireball.
No, I cast ice knife. I can throw it 60 feet.
Oh.
Complete
Okay.
opposite of what you want.
I cast flame and
Ice knife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to just fireball somewhere else.
No. Straight. We can throw it 60 feet.
Ice knife. Okay.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
There's only 2 open doors. There's
Oh,
nothing
the guy.
in the way.
Oh fuck! Natural one doesn't matter.
Oh dear. Who's in the way?
No one. It's
Who
a
were you
straight
aiming
shot.
for?
That guy.
Oh dear.
I'm not on the ground, so.
So,
Oh dear. Roll me an attack again.
Oh.
Plus your modifier.
+7. It's 21.
What's your AC, shooter?
Oh, for God's sake!
What's that? Okay, as you.
I'm resistant to fire.
As you.
No, it's ice.
Ice. Because you made sure that it wasn't fire.
I was too. That guy creeped
You
me
made
out way
sure
too
it
much.
wasn't fire. As you hurl the knife, however, you heard the whisper and you're just like, whoops. As it just
damage.
and just thunk into the back of Shula for how much damage? How much damage is a knife?
1d10 piercing.
Wow.
5. I'll hit or miss the shard, it then explodes. Target.
Well, good
the
choice,
target
Scott.
and each creature within 5 feet of the point where the ice explodes.
that's 10.
They make a dexterity saving throw or
That's
take
an automatic fail then.
Or they take 2d6
take one
damage.
death
You
save.
take one of the. Do you see the death saves?
So,
Darken one of those
so
circles on the face.
5 damage,
Yeah.
and it explodes. Make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
Well, the
The
collector
two are both
automatically
prone, so they
fails.
can't
Yeah.
succeed.
Yes.
And 2. Well, wait. What's the dex save? 14.
15.
Oh, he fails 2.
No, 13 damage.
So even if that hit, you'd still hit everybody anyway.
So how much damage did you take from the initial?
That was 5, and then that was another 5.
So you took 10 damage. As there's an
Still alive.
explosion of shards of ice that just sink into everyone.
I forgot about that second half.
I mean, I'm
Read your spells, man!
I'm looking.
Very
I look over.
I remember.
Next time, send the fucking fireball!
I hear this shatter. I look over to Shula, Winston. Faster than the damn
No, so
druid.
it's total 10 damage.
I'm just like peppered with
I don't know.
Oh, 5, yeah, 5.
I want 2 to die.
Yes.
Does it matter if it was not meant to kill him?
He gets
Have
hit
you
with
intended
like
to
shards.
or
Yeah.
not? He's dead.
Sounds like your moral dilemma.
I didn't mean to hurt.
I don't know. I never wanted him to die.
Really slowly and painfully.
Probably just shrapnel.
Okay, as he just whirls around, he's like, I wonder what's hurt you. Oh, boom! And just shreds and shrapnel of ice just shreds all his face. As he just goes,
Alice
Roll
is
for
like,
alignment check.
okay, now I've got to roll to see if the ear collector wakes
Is
up.
that 2 dead?
Yeah, Tuesday. But now let's see if the ear collector
this is going to be the point where he does wake up now.
12,
There's
right?
no one left.
Almost so.
There we
Oh,
go.
he's awake.
There we go.
As he's like, wait, that's not funny.
You take down the damage.
And just
He was thrown in the
he was prone, he's still prone. Okay, so he's just on the ground like,
He's
not funny at all.
also covered in shrapnel.
why am I covered in water? Weird.
I still failed to kill anybody. The one guy I've been fighting this entire time is still there.
Shot.
Keep it going. Get
Oh,
the
your
same
turn.
Is that guy still there?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
still
but
he's
he's
right
right
next to you.
Can I just...
He's next to you.
I don't like the way you're...
And
Oh.
while he is taller than you, he just squatted down so he's right next to you. It's about 6 feet. He's just squatted so that way his face is right next to you. As you turn your face, you smell a little bit of like that burnt flesh smell.
You should be familiar with that.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Burn.
I'd say that.
You are there!
Get some aloe vera.
I'm overhearing.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, you're
Not at the moment, admittedly.
Oh. Right.
The ghost of
Kinda just-
life is saying some really sick shit.
Stay...
Sleeping
I was just
out
like...
one.
He's not that close.
He's not.
I'm afraid to even touch him.
As he just raises up his glove and pulls it away, you just see
Oh.
some of the flesh, not flesh, some of the skin come away with his glove. And it's just like, it's burnt flesh.
Oh! I think I might know who this is, maybe. Yeah, there we go. In all honesty?
As he puts the glove back on.
In all honesty? I don't have anything to do with the fire that
Is the
hit him.
glove purple?
No.
Like, damn glove. I tried so hard.
Oh god, that's some repercussions there.
Okay, so now it is. Come on. You're gonna do
Now look at all this shards of ice. Look at 3 of them.
explosions of icicles.
You really want to keep going?
Who?
3.
Oh, 3. Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
That's natural 20.
Yes.
He just goes, nah, and just jumps out the window. He sees you're blocking the way to the door and goes, none of this, and jumps out the window. So
Good choice.
that's glass. So 3.
Opportunity attack.
As you just hear him go, ah, that was a terrible decision.
Maybe it was right.
You just see a dude jump out the window. He's like, holding his face, and just runs up the hill towards the place covered in darkness.
Come on, Tim! I don't know who's doing
He
it.
has vacated.
Okay.
You got this! Whoever you are!
Not many actions left then, do I? I can come over here and pretend to start healing you. I can't do anything until next turn. So
Heal.
I'll come through to here so I can see the
really
door.
console.
Like, I placed my hands like up against the wound, but I don't apply any pressure yet. It's not my turn.
Okay.
I could
This
heal
can
you now,
wait.
but action economy dictates that I can't. So I'll just look at the wound really intensely.
Oh dear. Result.
Although,
Okay.
yeah, because he's still in combat, isn't he now? So we're not technically out of combat because he's no longer.
Water collector? No, he is not out of
We are
combat.
still in combat, so I can't help
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so next it is.
Yeah, I won't.
Well, three's vacated,
one
so it's not him.
No,
He was
it's
about
like,
to
I'm looking at that. That's what I did to you. One death.
Yeah.
Shooter, your turn. Okay.
Ignore the dying person.
Self-preservation.
I'm doing moral alignment for all of you guys right now. You're going down on my moral. My
We
moral
don't know.
alignment.
We don't know.
Okay, as you
I
just.
don't care. It's an unconscious
And
person.
she's in a
She's a
red
red
coat.
coat.
You place
Yeah,
a
you
hand
think I
back on
care?
your shoulder and just like, oh, that's better.
I've dealt 0 damage this entire combat.
And you feel your wounds just close back up.
Very close to
That
zero.
cross that was
Yeah.
cutting you
Yeah,
is
that
just gone
window did all
and close back up.
I do enjoy your pacifistic tone. It's really good.
Such a passive.
I've readied lethal spells. Just never actually got them off. I could kill you now, but I'll let Tim do that.
Yeah, Tim's turn.
Okay. Well, unsurprisingly, he barrels straight for the ear collector, who is still prone.
He is prone, but
So-
he is not laughing anymore.
So still advantage though.
Advantage, yeah.
Prone. That's a 26.
Hits how much damage?
12.
Alright
Gonna
then.
slam it down the back of his head again.
How many turns of combat have we had now?
Quite a few. As you slam the
Not 10.
that's what I'm doing.
axe into his side, just his eyes bug out as you pull out, and then just blood starts seeping out the side. Oh dear. Okay, so now it is Zyph.
Death save.
Death save, right.
Yeah.
Is that 20?
That's a D20.
Let's do 20. This one. Not that.
No,
Oh, that
don't
one.
use that one.
Do I add Constitution?
No, it's just
No,
straight
it's
down.
just
No,
straight
no,
on.
no,
So
you're
13.
fine.
One
13.
success.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving Alec, not
So,
you.
So that's a success.
You got one success, one failure so far. Okay, so
I can pretend I did something to do with it.
next it is the ear collector. As you see him just bleeding from the side, he grips it. Just like looks at all the people surrounding him with murder in their eyes. Nah.
He's around, yeah, and the only guy who wouldn't want to kill him
And
is outside.
Immediately,
Yeah.
Reckless
running
attack of
into-
opportunity.
no, he's disengaged. As he runs out of the door. You see him run past, but do you want to do anything about it? As he just looks at you like, and then just keeps running off towards the house at the top of the hill.
Well, I was gonna have to use firebolt to just go near him. No,
Unfortunately, there's no one in the street this time.
Yeah, is
so
there
it
anyone in the
cannot
way?
go wrong.
Just the guy who's talking to you, but he's behind you. He's smart.
I told the crowd to run.
As you
I
see
want to
him.
do it.
So basically, you see him running away from you, and you're deciding to firebolt him too.
Do you want to hit him or do I aim just next to him?
Warning shot.
Doesn't
Right
make
next
any
to him,
difference.
you're more likely to hit him.
I need.
He's running.
No,
running
I
away,
can't. I
Alistair.
go to. I want.
You're like-
I get the fire and then I can't.
You fizzle it out.
Yeah.
Good, that was smart.
What?
That was a smart thing to do. Think about it. What did he not have?
Yeah. That's what I was.
You kill
I
him.
had the thoughts. I was saying,
Yeah.
does he know? Does he know where it is? And or like, is he just someone who just giving it away and someone else doesn't know? And someone else knows.
You don't know.
Yeah. I don't know anything right now.
Okay, so as he runs away, you just see him scarp and you see blood trails behind him. You see blood trails behind him. Stop, that was my mistake. Oh dear, wrong button. So much is the doings. Yeah, you see that blood trail as he runs up the hill towards the place shrouded in darkness. Even though it is twilight, clear day, bright, it is shrouded in darkness.
Wonderful.
Well, why
Feather
don't
dye.
you do it this time, mister?
Right now.
You're so fond of burning, why not this time?
I've learned a lesson.
Finally! That's a good one. As you see him just walk away back into Madame Thornton's house.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
I'm chasing him.
Oh, are you?
You'll chase up.
Tim's still enraged.
Oh,
Oh God!
interesting.
No one said the keyword.
Well,
he's
you
still
won't
enraged.
catch up to him.
What is this keyword?
You don't know the keyword?
I mean,
I know the
You
keyword.
keep
Okay,
chasing,
told it,
but
yeah.
you won't catch up to
That's
him.
fine. I'm chasing him.
He's running full pelt.
So am I.
Wrong way. That way.
Are you following Orville?
I'm using my action. Using my
That
action.
way,
dash.
Tim.
Oh, you said you before. I thought you were
Using my
following
action
the
to dash.
guy behind you.
Okay, so is he.
Yeah.
Okay, you're keeping pace with him as he's running. You're just following that blood trail. However,
I throw a hand axe at him
okay, give it a shot.
recklessly.
Tim, wait!
Oh my days. Sure, go ahead.
Is that was it temper persuasion there? He's still the bless, so he should hit.
That's
Yeah.
That's 16.
That's a fail. As you throw the hand axe and it just off the armor and just bounces away. And you just keep running full pelt. So does he. There's a
Next round, I will throw another hand axe.
How many hand axes do you have?
2.
Ah, okay. Okay, so next turn you throw another hand axe. Recklessly, I take it.
Yeah.
That's a 24.
That one hits. How much damage?
9, 10, 11.
11 damage. Ouch! On a single hand axe?
Yep.
Ouch. Okay, as this one sinks into him and just he keeps running.
Next turn, I will throw a javelin.
You know this is costing you actions to throw these, right?
Sure. So he's getting further away.
He's getting further and further and further away.
Sure,
so
sure.
now if you throw this javelin,
Uh,
that's a disadvantage.
Sure. All right. I'll do it. Still reckless.
Okay. So just roll
I
once.
have cast Feather Dying.
No, just roll.
Roll stable.
16, 17, 23.
You hit.
How's he looking?
9.
Does anyone smell target practice?
Okay.
Let me see
As
what
you
the
just
range
throw it
is.
and it just honk into his shoulder. He's just kind of running as fast as he can, but he's obviously stumbling as he goes.
Let me see what the range on
Now,
javelin is as to whether
60.
I can.
20 to 60.
Okay.
Can I attempt to intervene in this next attack?
Oh,
He's like 5
yeah.
No,
miles
I
away.
can shout at Tim.
Oh, you
I
can
want to
shout,
shout
sure,
to
but
Tim.
who knows if it'll work? Like
It's
he's
120 on a javelin.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
What's the minimum?
30.
So yeah, it is
30 to
disadvantage.
120.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I shout a single word at Tim as he ready for javelin?
What's a
I
what?
want to shout a word at Tim as he prepares to throw the next javelin.
Okay, so as he's running, he is quite a distance away at this point. He's about 30, he's about 90 feet ahead of you now.
Sure. Oomph.
So with disadvantage.
Daffodils!
Does that work?
Yes, but I've thrown it.
He's already
so
thrown
I'll
it.
stop.
Okay.
That's 28.
Damage.
10.
How do you want him to die?
I want it to go straight through the back of his head and out his mouth.
Okay. As you throw this time, you throw and it just and just slunk into the back of his head, and he falls forward. However, he's not falling completely forward, as the front of the javelin props him up.
Oh. Wait, what's going on, guys?
I can't even see who he's attacking. I just.
Oh, by the way, quick for experience. Trust me, you're killing him. A lot of experience for everyone. Right. Okay.
No staff.
So is he an ear collector or a javelin collector?
Okay. So
He's
split
in one ear out the
between,
other.
split between the 5 of
He's a
you,
death
1,400 experience.
Split between. Was it 1400
5.
each or split?
Between all 5 of you. It's not 1,400 each. Good lord.
Okay, so what's it? What is?
Oh,
That's maths.
Not math.
Calculator. 'Cause I can't be
Okay, so
arsed with knowledge.
275.
1400.
400 divided by 5.
Not times
200
5. 280.
Nice. Okay, 280 experience each.
Okay.
Well, that's like that would be. Wait, really? Between 5, 280?
Yeah.
1,400?
Yeah, because that would
Checks
be
out.
200.
Oh yeah.
Unless he means 14,000.
Okay. This guy's far away from me.
Mm.
What perception do you think I need to get to notice that he's dead.
Oh no. Roll me perception. Let's see.
I did
still half
I did
standing
just
up.
roll, and it was a 10, passive 15.
Passive 15. You see that he's not moving. He is totally dead.
Cool. Okay, I stump up towards him.
Okay.
Oh, Boy and I go up.
This is going to be grisly, isn't it?
Boy and
The
I
silence
go up to
worries me.
And I,
You've
Go that
seen
direction?
what he's done,
yeah.
and you're like, oh dear.
Have you stopped raging at this point?
I have, yes. You've calmed me down. I walk over to the collector.
Tim!
I take his ears.
How many sleight of hands?
You take
His actual ears or
That's all right.
Okay, you've gone. I'm going to
skin
take
him.
his ears and just you cut half his head off.
plus one
good-
of each
good mug.
half. That's efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
You've
turn away
basically
and
just
head back
gone.
inside.
Instead of taking it, you've taken like a coconut and split in half.
Otherwise, you need to make 2 cuts on each ear. That's just
Yeah.
done.
Cool. I hang them on my antlers.
Oh, wrong.
And then I do Tim's usual body investigation
Oh, no.
tactic and shake him to see what comes out.
As I was
Sure.
just about to,
As you
I was about to
shake
lean
him-
down and pick and look through the stuff, then
As you shake him, strangely enough, the stump where his head was shakes lots of blood out. Go figure.
That was a 14 investigation.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, you've just shaken him and like gold armor, not much else.
I drop him
A few ears.
Just slumps down to the ground.
and I walk back towards these guys.
Oh my days.
Who's close to me?
I was like, no, I was just like
Behind
next to
you.
you. Yeah, I was,
Hey Alistair, you okay? He's not gonna be mean to you anymore.
How are we doing on our medical check?
We got you.
Medical checks.
Tim, he was the only one
well, you're
who
doing
knew where my
spell back,
staff
yeah.
was.
Okay, death rolls, please. Hazel?
I'm sorry, maybe he's got some friends we can ask.
12.
They're all dead and
That's
run
a
away.
success.
So just
Oh,
over time.
are they?
Yep.
I don't
Keep rolling.
remember.
10.
That's a success. You are up with 1 health.
Well, hey.
Okay, you are
I
indeed
glare at Sheila.
recovered.
In my defence, she has got a red cloak on.
You weren't the
Shouldn't
one who knocked
matter.
me down.
Oh god, I've got to go back to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start walking back.
And there would have been 2 of us down if I hadn't saved myself, so.
You would have been fine.
I was
When-
right next to
when
the ear
you use
collector.
that?
Don't
You
worry.
think I was
Just
just
come
fine?
out.
You dealt with him quite effectively.
And-
Don't worry,
Yeah, you
bud.
can use that.
Until you
Read,
go up again.
oh wait, on second window for combat.
Is that only for combat?
Yeah, it's only.
Yeah.
It basically just means an extra action, but you only get 1.
The second
I
one
haven't
is
used
the
it.
life.
Hmm.
Second
Just
one
use
is
action
the
surge.
get the health.
Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah,
of action
it's
surge.
get-
back.
no,
But
it's
it is,
get health
it is the
back.
combat.
Yeah, if you want, you can use
Yeah.
that.
Okay. I'm gonna just sort of psych myself up a
Okay,
bit.
so that's
Take a
1
deep
d10.
breath.
I can't. I'm out of spell.
That's
I
a roll
don't-
your hit dice, isn't it?
Let's see how much I psych myself. I psych myself up 9 that, so
Plus your con.
feel. Oh, plus Constitution.
Ooh.
3. So I'm
12.
back up to 13. So I'm feeling. I'm
12.
feeling like half.
You rolled 9, didn't you?
Hmm.
9,
Oh, just
9
with her
plus
one.
3. I had 1 health point anyway.
Oh, okay.
So
no,
yeah,
I
I'm
get
just.
it. Okay.
I feel like half the person I used to be. And I glare at you.
I've still got my hammer ready, but
I
I'm
didn't,
not
I didn't,
in an
did I
aggressive posture.
just see that he hit everyone? I'm not sure because it was.
He saw,
was straight
he
to
saw
an
the
open
blade
door.
go into Shula, and he knows what it does.
I mean,
And you heard as the door closed.
they were all in. They were all in view of the door.
The last thing I saw was a blade go into her and explode in my face.
Oh,
From
that's-
you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Alistair, that hurt, by the way.
I'm going to stand between you and Alistair as he comes in. Easy now.
I tried to stop him from hurting you, but I messed up again, obviously.
No,
It's
it's
okay.
alright. It's alright, Alistair. He's not gonna hurt anybody now. Sorry guys. His head came off.
Oh, Tim.
How did that happen?
Another body to bury.
I'm not sure,
I'm down to bury.
but I think
You
it
may
was
not have
probably
to.
me.
Gaboin, what was that word? Daffodils. What was
Daffodils calms Tim down, isn't it? Isn't that right, Tim?
Oh yes, sure. If sometimes when I get a bit upset, you know, I sort of lose control. But if you say
Understatement.
daffodils, look at all the lovely daffodils. It, you know, it usually calms me right down because they're pretty and yellow.
Does that
Where does that come from? Is it just?
Oh, it's
Is it
just
something
something that my mom always used to say to me whenever I'd get a little upset. You know, and it just sort of cuts through the haze. I think about the daffodils and you know how they used to put them. Well, my sister didn't have hair, but you know, like on the top of her head.
It's a gentle soul, really. I look at all the bodies
so-
and pieces.
It's a gentle
And
soul.
then you know
massacre.
and then they grew on her grave as well. So
Big guy's not in charge, then, is he?
Well, it depends what we're doing. If you want to break something down, he's definitely in charge.
who's this?
Oh, yeah, cross out the.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I'm Scythe. I helped you. I'm gonna go get my axe
I
from
don't
near the
remember.
door.
Well, that's
It's
your
not
axe, is
attacking
it?
me,
I
though.
don't remember any
That's
of
your
that.
axe.
You look like
I'm
they
gonna-
do.
Am I okay to go get my axe back? I'm gonna go get
Sure.
I'm
roll me
stopping you.
a
I
sleight of
put
hand.
my axe in
I am
front.
in
I
the
put
way.
my axe out.
No, I'm in the way.
I put my axe out in front of Zypher. She begins to walk past me.
You're being
6.
blocked.
Don't think
You're
I
being
had
blocked.
anything yet.
Yeah, you
Tim,
collect
block.
the.
Tim's blocking you.
I'm blocking you from
Oh,
getting
hello.
past me.
So maybe not then.
Who are you?
I'm Scythe. You guys seem
You
to
look
be...
like one of these.
Yeah, I'm not anymore. I'm gonna take all that off. I was on your side.
You don't
So
take it
you're
off
not
here.
down, got someone off your back. We're fine here.
Why would someone
Okay.
dressed like them decide to help us?
I'm not with him anymore.
That checks out.
It's fine.
Why?
Checks out. Listen to the big lad over there. It checks out. With all due respect,
You did throw an axe at my
I
head.
have my own questions to ask.
that was at other people.
It was right above my head. If I'd have been a little bit taller.
But you're not, so it's fine.
Oh, well, you got me there.
I don't think that is a form of good aim. Missing with people you don't want to hit.
Yes.
Even though you're missing still.
How about that?
Yes. Good
It's all
thing
part
Ferris
of
isn't
the-
here to hear this.
People die when they are killed.
And what was your
That was the
plan?
equivalent of that.
To see who was likely to win. And either stay with the red band. Didn't quite like them. Or go with you guys.
Oh, you're an opportunist, are you?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm-
Where are you going?
I feel so much more trusting now. Ready my hammer.
Zai, the ear collector took something of mine.
And you're running away from your family, I heard that.
We're not talking about that.
You don't like your family. What did he take?
He took a staff, a platinum staff.
It's like a big stick.
Thank you.
What he said.
You're
Did you- Did you see him with it at all?
No. Didn't know, right? Just saw him sat in here. I've been out of sorts pretty much the whole morning. There was bright lights, there was lots of noise. Didn't see much on the way.
That sounds like a bender more
Or
than
you could
anything.
You're Mordekainen. I heard that. I've heard
Although
of your family.
he's not anymore.
Tim,
Now he's just Alistair.
Tim, you're helpful.
Sorry, Shula.
Just Alistair. Are you Mordekainen? I've heard of your
As
family.
far as I know,
Interesting.
yes, but according to the ear collector, I'm not.
I wouldn't trust everything he says.
I don't believe. Yeah.
I mean, he stole your stick.
He's not an ear collector anymore.
I look at Tim.
It's
slightly
just
more
looking at all, it's just,
See the
all of
ears.
us look up at just a half hanging head.
You recognise the scar on half of it.
Through context, I probably would have pieced it together. And I was there, wasn't I?
I'd like
Yes.
to go and check if the barmaid is still around, the bartender. If they've left the building, are they still around?
She's kind of just left. Like, you look, like behind the counter, no, there's nobody there. She took her opportunity and apparently just vacated.
Are there any empty or unattended, shall I say, mugs I can drink from? It's been a long
There's a
day.
couple with some leftover ale in it, but it looks a little bit backwashed.
That won't do.
Probably a few blood splatters, bits of hair, bits of.
Where is the
Bits and bits.
bar for reference?
Right there.
I start licking the blood off my axe.
Whilst
Can
he's
I-
distracted looking the blood off his eye, I'm gonna go get my axe.
You keep that up, you're going to get hepatitis.
Can I look, look through these people to see if they know? Not like I look into your soul. I look through some of their stuff to see if I can find.
You can
Any
search
form
through
of
it.
stuff.
Roll me a investigation.
Oh god.
Just I'm
I'm
about to
looking-
roll the big one.
No, that's my. I was just holding it. Yeah. That's my
It's
death
a
save
comfort
dice.
die.
It's just
That's
I'm
the
looking
death
for like
wish dice.
where people who would report to, or to where he would take stuff, or anything, any kind of information to do where he would have taken stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Oh no, not at all. Investigation. 11.
Among this bunch of effectively teenagers who've just decided to become thugs, no. There's
Okay.
nothing important here. You find maybe a gold coin or two, that's it.
It all adds up. No.
Every little helps.
Can I look? If I go around the bar, is there a back entrance?
There is a back entrance to it where there's kind of the back door for letting in shipments and stuff like that, but other than that, not really.
Is there, what's around there outside the back door? Is it more
Just
cobblestone?
kind of a backyard.
Okay. I'll start carrying the bodies out into the backyard,
Okay.
piling them up.
Are we strength checks?
Doesn't matter.
6.
Would you like some help?
As you
I'm gonna
pull,
help him with
as you pull, there's a as they start coming apart.
Bits of limbs come off.
Yeah, so you're just carrying like sections of people.
I'm happy to do a section by section.
Okay, you do it section by section into the backyard.
Can I help him out? But just take my coat off to avoid the ick.
Sure, Alistair. Yeah,
I also help.
Why are we moving? Why are you moving?
It's the right thing to do. Let their souls pass on.
I pick up the guy
I
that's
have
in
a
two
shovel.
halves
You have a shop?
and just walk
I
out
can,
with his
I can
shovel.
actually
You
give
carry
him
like
a
two
break if you
suitcases.
want.
What are you doing with a shop?
I was thinking
I help you
more.
out.
I look at Alistair. Perhaps you could help send them on.
I mean, I could do that too. With that.
Oh, cremation saves space. You don't want to leave any trace.
I'm not doing too well with fire right now.
You don't have to aim it anywhere. Just place it on the top.
Don't give
Again.
me eyes.
Produce flame!
I know you can.
Yeah. Sheila, would you mind?
All right. If you do, you can't. I understand.
No, I just start producing flames and just throwing them into the body, dead bodies.
We just do a G. Just
No, like, as in, like,
It's just going like.
going around and like throwing it at like places, like
Yeah.
in
You
different
place them in
places,
strategic
yeah.
places to start to
Yeah.
start up a pyre.
Yeah.
As yes, there is the smell of burnt flesh, which is familiar to you.
I kind of like
yeah.
the incense
I
candle
go.
You light an incense to kind of
to try and
purify
place
the
it down
smell
at the front of the
it.
fire.
I take in the scent
flame.
of
Me too.
the burning flesh.
Roll me a religion check.
I think that's lunch, guys.
12.
As you just hold your hands in prayer, close your eyes, and you guys see a kind of golden glow encapsulate Caboyne. As while these weren't good people, he is giving them their funeral rites, and he is doing the right thing. As you see that glow flow out of Caboyne and just kind of flow over the burning bodies and encapsulates them, and you see almost for a moment there is a as a purple smoke flows out of the
Oh
mouth
no.
and away.
That was us.
And with that,
There's lots
we are
of
going to
background.
wrap up this session.
Hey!
So thank you very much, all you guys. Well done. Well done being here, Zach.
Thanks, guys. I feel like I contributed well.
That's you done.
You were clutch there.
You truly pulled it out of the last
Moral
second.
support.
Do you remember when I killed that guy?
No.
No.
Same.
It's got so much
Unfortunately,
back
now before we wrap up though, I do have to say thank you everyone for watching to the end of the video. Do have a quick thing to mention before we wrap up. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Want to let you know the second word that's required on your comment entry for you to win this Harp's Core dice tray. You see, YouTube views much more favourably on creators that get viewed to completion, not just the first 5 minutes. And we want to carry across that favour and give our true thanks for supporting our show right to the end of the episode. All the rules apply as before for the contest, no more than 1 comment, so forth. But the only comments that will be counted into the draw will also have the second word, which is emancipated. together on... I'll say it again to make sure. Comment the words incarcerated and emancipated together on your comment. We'll place your comment into the prize draw, and in a week we will be decided who has won. Okay, a lot of you make it to end to see this message.
Can they do that? Can they do that as a reply?
It counts still.
Can they do it as a reply? If they
I'm
were
not
a
expecting
comment?
people to be master spellers, but
I think
gotta be at least
X
vague.
on the floor.
Sorry.
it's all right.
I wanted to double check.
Okay. No, I hope a lot of you made it to the end to see this message, and that we get plenty of potential winners. Who am I kidding? You beautiful viewers are all winners in my book. See you next episode, everyone, and remember,
We're
keep
not
rolling.
viewers.